just for a little copyright.
I don't
Instant.
understand that reference.
It's got 2 O's this time. It's it avoids copyright. Don't worry.
And dar.
Yep.
Better not be an
Endure.
2 D's,
Door.
2 D's, 2 O's. Yep.
All right, let's start the show. All right. Welcome, everybody, to another awesome and exciting and captivating chapter of the Chaos Order Chronicles, Volume 2. I'm Chris, the DM. Fun fact about me, I no longer have the kittens. I surrendered them to a no-kill shelter. But I am getting one when they're old enough or when they're weaned.
Nice.
I just couldn't make them poop. And with kittens that young, they were less than a week old. You have to make them poop or it gets bad.
You have to rub their bum.
Yeah, I was able to get them all to pee. I couldn't get any of them to poop. So after 3 nights and going on a 4th day, I made the choice to surrender the cats. They are all in foster care at this point. They've all been fostered out. They were all healthy when I turned them in. The vet did call me to let me know. They were slightly underweight and they were a little bloated because they didn't poop, which I knew that was going to be a situation. But other than that, they're healthy and hale. So, yeah, I'm getting the runt in about 7 weeks. From what I was told, they were the kittens were all less than a week old, and I was actually able to keep them alive for 4 days. So, hooray to me!
Good job. Yep. Good job, dude.
So yeah, that was my oh yeah, and I've actually been able to get sleep since I surrendered them. Waking up every hour and 45 minutes was an absolute nightmare. There's nothing.
Mama Chris.
Oh yeah, dude, it was an hour and 45 minutes. Alarm went off. Get up, heat up the bottle, feed them, pee them, clean them up, put them back to sleep. I go back to sleep for an hour and 45 minutes, and then I repeat the process. It was brutal. I even had them at work. I was doing it at work. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Nothing like running a canning line and being like, oh, I need somebody else to watch it for a minute while I'm standing over in the corner nursing kittens. It's wild. Yeah, that's my fun fact. Katie, go ahead and kick it off this week. Why not?
Hey, I'm Katie. I play Gloam, the human twilight cleric. My fun fact is that I had a literary agent reach out who wants to read my novels, so I'm finishing rewrites and I'm about to try to get this thing published.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
Congrats.
Congratulations!
That's amazing.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
You're setting yourself up for success.
Yeah, it's
Your
really
loyalty.
exciting.
You're going to overshadow Tolkien at this rate.
I will send it over to Hillary.
All right. Hi, I'm Hillary. I play Talia, the human druid rogue. Fun fact about me, I've been listening to a lot of 2010s EDM music lately, and it's making me feel really down because I'm remembering back then when I had so much energy and serotonin just running through me. And looking back, I have all these great memories of doing things that were totally irresponsible. I should not have been doing, but I still feel so good about them. They still bring so much joy to my heart. So, yeah, I've been reliving my youth through EDM. Sam, you're next.
Hi guys, I'm Sam. I play Fjall, the the Warforged Juggernaut Barbarian / fighter. Fun fact, it's my birthday this week.
Whoa.
Birthday week.
Another year older. Got some solid plans for later on this year, namely moving out to Colorado and starting the next chapter of my life. Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Happy
City.
birthday.
Thanks. Yeah, for celebrations, I'm keeping it small with the family dinner. And anyone else in my local area that wants to hang out, I'll make time for. Shepard, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Shepard. I play Scribbles. He's a bugbear wizard. Um, Fun fact about me: lost all my first round bets in my pool, so that's real good. Uh, Not doing too well in the hockey playoffs, but it's entertaining. Yeah, no, like Scribbles, I do like to gamble on sporting events, so that we do have in common. Let's see who hasn't gone yet. Brandon, take it away, bud.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I play Valrith, the on T Illrigger. Oh my god, I almost forgot that. Um,
Who are you?
I don't really have a fun fact, but I like to keep you guys up on hip hop history. Not Like Us came out today, last year.
Oh,
The biggest
Oh, a year
record,
ago?
Wow.
yeah, the biggest record of last year came out today.
I can't believe it's been a year.
Oh,
And Rob,
May
take it away.
4th. I didn't realize I was doing all the Star Wars talk and it's May 4th.
Yeah,
That didn't even cross my mind.
May 4th be with you.
I'm Rob. I play Kaz, the Hexblade Warlock Tiefling. Fun fact. Not really a fun fact. New theme park opened in Universal Orlando, and Katie and I are planning to go there this year for both Halloween Horror Nights and to go see a Universal Classic Monsters themed area of a theme park, and I'm excited about that. Plus, there's a Nintendo World in Florida, which that sounds fun.
Yeah. What's
She
the
got,
new theme park they opened?
It's not technically not even open until next week, right?
Yeah, this month it comes. Yeah, it's called Epic.
Epic Universe.
Cool.
Well, if you're visiting the Nintendo area, you should get some Pokemon plushies. Unless you're a Digimon dude, in which case we can't be friends anymore.
I think
Take it
Digimon.
away, Cole, last but not least.
Cole playing Knock, Human Fighter, Archer. I don't really have a fun fact. I just have been having a blast playing all these remasters that have come out for the last month. Let's play some D&D.
Right.
All right, we all know what I'm going to say next.
Saying human fighter? I thought you said Cuban fighter.
Chris, take it away with a recap.
Nope, that's not how this works. Sam, take us away with a recap.
Freaking hate recaps. Let's see. Last the party left off, after dealing with the ship's full-blown quarantine for about a day, we negotiated heavy with the captain in his efforts to get us to join the fight with the Illithid Queen, traveling through the portal to, at the behest of Corporal Dead Smell, to meet up with Captain Strings. We were positioned through another portal at the very front of the battlefield to sort of be a distraction slash spear point vanguard for the assault. In hopping through a strategic portal, we encountered an Aarakocra cleric, a weird undead floating cyclops skull, and another figure who didn't last very long in a tenuous battle in the tunnel through strategic use of the web spell long range assaults, and if y'all getting up close and personal, the party eventually managed to do them all and gather bodies for immediate later looting, while the rest of the crew addressed the threat of the Illithid Queen further along the battlefield, unleashing lightning spells, all sorts of fiery explosions, making a real show of just decimating their forces amidst the assault. Let's see, before the battle ended, Fjall got cursed, adjusting his form to a really disadvantaged state by this undead creature. And in looting the bodies and bringing it back, the party gathered up a fair bit of gold in addition to their reward. and simple loot from the other corpses feel absconded with the remains of the undead skull, with plans to use it as a patron focus and maybe as a helmet later on. Regrouping and assisting in the med bay, and a prank pulled by Gloam and Kaz, with the Eric Hoker's corpse being hidden away in the bedchambers of the cook.
I would have liked to have heard his scream.
That was not Kaz. I believe that was Scribbles and
Yeah, that was
Okay, Scribble.
Scribbles and Gloam. But yeah.
Scribble and Gloam, somewhat in character, I guess you could call it, as far as recompense for being poisoned the first morning of our tenure here with the crew. Let's see. Everyone sort of separated to either take a short rest, help with the sick and the dying, pull pranks, and commune with higher powers. Kaz receiving instructions from his patron if he wanted more power and more presence in the realm, he was going to need to do his dark entity a favor by absconding with the blood of another one of our party members, Valrith. A conversation ensued. It ended in a kind of tense standoff about the morality of the entire situation, and is on hold to be continued. Fiol tried to reach out to, using the undead skull as a focus, he tried to reach out to a past powerful family member through the realm of spirit, which failed miserably as the undead proceeded to reconstitute itself and almost become back alive and a threat upon the ship. Through some quick thinking and Nox assistance, it was stuffed into a cannon and fired off the side of the ship into the astral sea, hopefully to never return. At which point, the first mate, Quincy, I believe, came around and informed the party that the captain wanted to discuss with them next steps once more in 15 minutes. The party then convened to meet with the captain and was told that it's about time. We had some further responsibilities of our own in the form of our own ship, as part of an expanding fleet of the captains. Yeah, and in the responsibilities of doing so, we were told to head towards the Logger Lore system, the moon of Endor, and to speak with an astronomer, Iskriel, to do research at a library and discover an overarching plan or pattern of the cultists in the area of, what are they called? Yes, of the Soltal Velmanians, and why they seem to be so prevalent in this area and what their greater deeds are. And it's here on our own ship, with a full day's travel ahead of us, that we find ourselves today.
Woot, very good, Sam.
Did I miss anything important?
No,
Nope,
amazing.
I think that's it. And I'm going to amend what I said earlier about using the helm for the ship. The 5e rules were sort of wimpy on that, and the second edition rules were a little breakneck. So the way I'm gonna do it is, when you wish to use, or whoever is attuned to it and wishes to use it, will cost their highest spell slot, but will control the ship for 24 hours. You cannot cast spells as it requires concentration while you're piloting the ship. But if you're not piloting the ship and it's just sort of doing what a ship would normally do in, say, the normal ocean, you can definitely cast spells and such. If that makes any sense.
What if a non-caster does it? Like, say, if Knock was there.
A non-caster cannot pilot the helm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Do you
I don't
have
mind
to?
doing it.
So in order
Yeah,
for
I get all through it and then just recover my spell slots after a short rest.
so
Whatever,
if
I
you're
don't
able
mind
to
either.
cast spells that don't use spell slots, would that still invalidate you as it has to be spent in the operation?
Yeah, it has to be a spent spell slot.
Gotcha. I tried.
Yeah, I think it was a little excessive with the. It burns out all your slots. It's like, yeah, that's a little rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
I don't mind doing it.
Yeah, whatever.
What is the role going to be, Chris? What role is it going to be based on
For what?
for navigating, for using making decisions while you're navigating?
I mean, looking in anybody that walks into the helm room, there are star charts and maps along the wall. It'll just be you. I would say it would be a survival since you've never whoever is going to be doing this probably never piloted one of these or actually been on the astral sea to any sort of massive extent.
I've
You're
got
not
a
going to get in a
+5
boat and be
to
like, "Oh, I know exactly how to get to Hawaii from wherever you are." There's a lot of ocean, man.
I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
any principles. Does that let's use chart a ship's course and follow navigation charts? So I could be navigator if you want.
So you two could work in
Right.
tandem, just
Yeah.
gathering information and accurately traveling
Making
along.
sure we don't get lost.
Yeah. Investigation, survival checks, and the help action goes a long way.
So yeah, we are
And
going to pick
yeah,
up with you.
Raya and Scribbles.
With you all aboard the captain called it the Sparrow.
What did we
'Cause
call it?
I
The
don't
greasy goose or something like that.
I don't think we settled on a name.
Yeah, I don't think there was. I don't think there was a name ever really. I don't think you guys really discussed it. But yeah, the captain
we
called it the
discussed-
Sparrow. If you look in the Discord chat, there's I put a pic up there with a 3D model of it, just to give you an idea of what it looks like at an angle.
Hey, Chris, I did want to ask. You never got back to me about my cloak.
You're not getting that back.
Didn't you say when you leveled up?
I think he said it would reveal itself in time.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you leveled up.
yeah. When you level up,
Okay.
Can I take stock of what is on the ship as far as inventory, rations, pillows, blankets, how many beds, like
exploring the ship, there are 6 spots for people to sleep. There's one in the helm room. There's one in the rear of the ship on the top deck there, and down below decks there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 beds on the ship.
no sleepovers in case we have anyone over.
Those do look like pretty narrow beds.
They're extra wide kings to Scribbles.
That's true. Scribble sleeps in a Foot Locker. So.
In the kitchen area, which is in the aft of the ship back here as well. There are cooking pans, pots, skillets. There's 4 days worth of dried meat for 8 people. Along
Had to
with
do
various
math on that.
seasonings and there's flour to make bread.
How much?
Same amount.
Good thing I don't need to eat or breathe any of that. So you guys
Well,
can
water,
survive a
we have
little
water.
longer. I
Oh,
suppose.
that's true. Do we have potable water?
Yeah.
There,
And
in
plus,
the I was going to say in the
Glow
hold
is
of
a
the
cleric.
ship there are 7 normal sized barrels filled with water.
Gloam, as a cleric, can't you make food and water?
Yeah, later on.
I mean, sure, it's not very tasty, but
Why can't it be tasty? Magic is delicious.
I mean, it's
Magic
not very
food.
filling, is what I'm saying.
Forget it,
Oh.
free water.
Comes for
Can you?
free.
I could prepare it next time I take a long rest if you want it. If we ever need it, if we ran out of water for whatever reason.
In the hold of the ship, there's an area in the front where people can sit and eat if they wish. In the aft of the ship, there it looks like a good sized storage area. There are hatches in the front here to get that hatch will get you to the top of the to the hold of the ship.
Okay.
Actually, I take that back. And there's a ladder in the front that leads up to the helm room, and in the back of the ship, back here, because you guys should be able to see the whole map. Those are hatches that will lead up to the main deck, or up, and on the roof. There's a ladder that leads to the roof of the chamber that will lead to the cargo hold, since the gravity plane is inverted. If you look on that yellow diagram over there, there's a gravity plane.
What is the alcohol situation on the ship? We got any grog?
There is no alcohol.
I think Scribbles had some goblin piss.
Scribbles has like one
Well,
bottle.
like a sailor needs its grog. All right, well, we got our
Alright.
heading, then
I say we get going.
Chart us a course.
All right, who's
I mean,
who's going to
so
pilot the
going
helm?
over going over what we have for food, and like what he said was 4 days of dried meat for 8 people, and apparently 4 days of flour.
So after 4 days, we're gonna. Well, it really depends on how long it's gonna take us to get to this moon.
Right.
And with
Yeah,
the I'm going to say, Rob, with the amount of water, you can make biscuits or pancakes or
Hardtack.
hard breads.
Do we have an oven on board?
I just eat flour straight out of the barrel.
How are we gonna bake stuff if we don't have an oven?
There's a
Yeah, but
small
do we have,
little
like, a
kiln
little
in that. There's a small little kiln in that kitchen area.
I think tieflings
Fire
are
archery.
carnivorous. Tieflings only eat meat.
Really?
I think that's the thing that I saw.
No greenage whatsoever.
No,
You
we
must
got the
get-
worst shit.
Yeah, exactly. You must be pretty constipated. You do shit out cubes.
They got 2 stomachs.
Oh crap.
Okay, no, I can't eat regular other food.
Well, we know who's eating all the dried meat.
Munch.
All right. Well, if I chart a course, how long will it take us to get to this moon from where we are?
You can see it'll take you about 3 days, a little over 3 days.
Oh, great. Okay, then we should be able to make it with our rations and our oxygen.
I got kind of hurt in that fight, so if you guys are fine and don't need anything, I'm gonna take a nap.
All right, yeah, by all means. Nap is good. Only has to be one pilot.
Wake me up if we get attacked.
Yeah. Is there any place where we could build extra? I guess we could build a few more extra rooms or a cell to house some people in the bottom decks.
Planning on taking
Prisoner
prisoners?
quarters? Are we being pirates right now?
No, I'm just looking, you know, in case we need to, you know, do like a prisoner transport or a VIP escort.
Yeah, I mean, that would
yeah,
be a movie and
I
way to get some income.
I'm sure. We
I
could.
mean, that's all our supplies. I don't think you want prisoner then.
You just mentally know that we move those to the back room and just like seal off that room.
Yeah.
Like down here. I think we can convert that.
Yeah.
Well, that area
Well,
also
you-
leads
you-
up into
you
the
need it
helm room as
now.
well. But whatever you guys want to do. All right. So who is taking the helm?
I think Talia was gonna do it.
Either one of us is. I'm fine with either one of us. I've got a +5 to survival.
my
where are
survival's
you
not
at?
good.
Well,
I think Talia for our first
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. I'm more intelligence based, not survival, so knock your socks off.
Survival.
I have.
Lead the way.
but I also have a +7 to perception. So if we need somebody like watching, I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah, that's a pretty high perception.
Yeah, we should have a watch.
I don't know how much we'll be able to if we're moving millions of miles at a time. I don't think-
8 miles per hour, according to the stats.
Ludicrous speed.
Yeah, so I feel like by the time you see it, you're fucked. You're hitting whatever it is that you're
No,
seeing.
The way it works is if you're gonna come within a 1 mile of any sort of large body, the ship automatically drops itself from spell jamming
From being
speed,
smashed.
Oh,
and
Yeah.
you go back to a normal. I think this thing is what
Sub.
40 feet of movement per round.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like you would be on a
Okay,
or like you'd be on a normal boat out in the ocean. You're not gonna. Yeah, the ship has its own mechanic to defend itself from being destroyed like that.
Space
Makes sense.
icebergs.
I mean, you can definitely make the command to ram something if you wish, but it won't automatically just go spell jamming speed right through a mountain or a planet. That would be awful.
Mm.
And what did you get on your survival? 1. And it's like, and that was the end of the game. Why?
Whack.
Because ain't none of you surviving what's about to happen there.
Have you seen the Titanic? It's kind of like that, but in space.
No, it's not even like
Yeah.
Did
that,
I
bro.
see the recent studies that came out of the boiler room showing that as the Titanic was sinking, the lights were actually on because somebody was going down in the ship in the boiler room, keeping it going.
Keeping it going. Yeah, they like sacrificed themselves to keep the power on.
How sad is that?
Oh.
Wow.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring it down. I saw that lately. And I was like,
It would have been a light beacon for the fish that food was entering the ocean. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
right. All the sharks
All
is
the
like,
lights were
"Ding."
well out before they hit the bottom. Of the ocean.
Yeah.
Rock Shepherd. Why would you think that?
The Atlantic Ocean is dark enough, but you just
Yeah.
had to add to it.
I don't know. Well, I would never volunteer for a submarine, man. There's chance survival in a catastrophic event is 0.
Yeah, you're never gonna. The only time I'll ever step foot on a submarine is if it's in a dry dock. That's it.
Agreed. Those are some brave men and women. Kudos.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
My
give them, I'll
my
give them all that.
grandfather was on a submarine,
No.
and he was down there. They were underwater, like submerged and pressurized and everything. And some guy was losing a lot of blood, and my grandfather was the only blood match.
Oh,
So
God.
he ended up having to give like a ton of blood at the bottom of the ocean.
That sucks, dude. Like I said, far braver than I.
Well, if we're all together and one of you guys gets into trouble like that, I got your back. I'm O negative.
Hey, ONEG team.
So you guys can give to each other too.
Same. Let's go.
Ooh, nice.
We'll all be sharing blood. It's great.
Yeah, you guys are like, you can be all attached Matrix style and all share blood. Yeah,
You
great.
know, that's the thing that sucks about ONEG blood is that I can't receive from anybody that isn't ONEG. So
Yeah, it's absolutely screwed us.
Well, the 3 of us will be good then.
Desert Island, we all end up together. That's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah.
As opposed to me being a blood bag for somebody else.
We're just all gonna daisy chain ourselves with IVs.
I'm going to.
We have this in sync, guys. It keeps popping out.
I'm gonna hang out on the top ballast about the forward
Up in the forecastle.
forecastle?
Fuxel.
The forecastle.
All right. So if Talia is
I'm
gonna
gonna
get in the helm, it's
look at
gonna
the stars.
burn one of your highest spell slots, one of your highest level spell
Yeah.
slots.
I'm gonna hang out main deck and take my rest. Hopefully, get woken up if anything attacks us head on while we're out and about.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
take
took
a
this
rest.
interesting second level spell called Augury. Augury?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm looking forward to having some opportunity to use it, but I don't know what situation I will.
All right. And Talia, I also need you to make a survival check for me, please.
All right, I'm going to cast guidance on myself beforehand.
Oh, and as you attune to the ship, you feel it as an extension of yourself. All right. As you settle into the helm,
Well, let me get my guidance
and
first.
settle in,
4, so 10 total.
yeah, like I said, as you settle in and get the ship, you can feel it. It's an extension of yourself. You can hear everybody else on the ship. You know exactly where they are. And as you will the ship to start moving, it does. It lurches hard to the right as you're not used to this kind of thing. I need everybody else to make a dexterity check for me, please. As the ship just lifts hard to the is that starboard? Yeah, I think that's starboard.
I want it to look like I'm doing like the movements from Avatar: The Last Airbender, like I'm making us move with my hands. That's how it looks.
Chris, would you consider this a danger that I could see?
No.
Okay.
The ship just literally, the floor just beneath you just hard fell to one side.
At disadvantage, 16.
Nat 20. I do a backflip.
Well, the save was 14. So Gloam and Kaz, you're both knocked prone, and that was really it.
Prone from the
And
ship.
all of you can tell, and both of you move 5 feet in a random direction. I'm not going to say you fall off the ship, but
Hey, I can catch
and
up.
everybody can tell that the ship just did like one of those, like, look, I'm a jet plane, sort of like rolls to the right side.
Nice.
Ow.
Yeah, Kaz's eyes open wide and just
Scribbles will like pat the deck board and say, "Relax, comrade, you got this."
Do I feel that?
Yeah, you feel it.
Wow, this is going to get real creepy with you guys real fast. I get this feeling.
go to the underside and give it a belly rub.
That's right.
That's right. Find wherever your ears start scratching behind.
All right,
That's
just
not
like
my belly.
scratching the
Not my
wood, be
belly.
like, tickle, tickle.
Cripples, no.
Amazing.
All right, and the ship begins to move. All of you can see that the astral sea is whipping by you. You're moving pretty fast. Everybody make perception checks for me, please.
I always forget to.
God.
Wow, Katie.
2 in a row.
I always forget to invest in perception.
Okay, somebody always does. As long as one person.
Yeah.
Uh, 16.
No, don't look my.
I fell down, so I don't see anything.
I'm trying to nap over here. Gosh darn it. Why is
You're
stuff
like
happening?
sliding off your bed.
I'm on the main deck. So I'm
Actually,
just,
if you were down below decks, you wouldn't see anything anyway.
I'm on the
Are
main
you,
deck.
Oh, are you on the main deck? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm trying to nap, so 16 disadvantage.
As the ship is moving, you can clearly, all of you can feel the ship slow down as you come upon what looks to be a really large asteroid with a face carved in the side of it.
Ooh.
It is just over a mile out. But what? Let's see who rolled what.
It's my grandpa.
The moon from Majora's Mask.
Big rock.
I want to like navigate. I want to guide the ship to kind of come alongside the face so that we can look at it and observe it closely.
All right, it'll take you a little bit of time moving it 40 feet per round. So you'll have a couple of minutes there. But Nock and Kaz, as awesome as that edifice is, this floating mountain with a face carved into it, off to the starboard and the what?
Port?
And the port side. Off to the port side of the ship, and they're a little bit of a ways away, a couple 100 feet. You see two meteors, both with faces, glowing red eyes, hurriedly moving towards the ship.
Told you, moon from Majora's Mask. Coming.
I was gonna say, Ego the Living Planet.
This is crazy. Look at this shit. And Scribbles is just gonna be sketching it out. He's gonna be like, chunks of rock with faces on it. They're coming. They're Fjal's relatives. Wake him up. He knows them. That's his auntie.
Yeah, I'll shout down from my station. I'm gonna start readying up the ballast day. We got someone coming off the port starboard, whatever the fuck boat words are. I don't know, but someone take evasive action.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Can't
I'll
we
be
just
pointing, to the
jump back into fast sail? If you think they're hostile?
Not when you're in proximity of a large body in the astral sea. You cannot. The ship has its own the helm has its own safety precautions. You'd have to sail away from the rock face far enough to.
Why are we picking fights with angry boulders?
Chris, which side is port side?
If you're looking towards the front of the ship, it'd be on the left.
Where's the front? On left. So down here.
Where's my
Hearing Kaz make a commotion, wake up, come here, and I guess when they get within 10 feet or so at the point of impact, I want to hold a Thunderwave spell to try and deflect them, or one of them at least, off its main trajectory and away from the main body of the ship.
Hey, Chris, can I attune to the ballista?
It's not a magical
Pardon
item.
me. Can I make it my hex weapon?
Make it
Yeah.
your what?
Amazing.
Can I, as a hex, can I make it my hex weapon?
You might need greater hex weapon for it, but
Okay.
that's an amazing idea. Because I think with greater hex weapon, you can choose any weapon. Like there's no without the restrictions of like
Yeah, this
two
is a
hands and all that other
siege
crap.
weapon. So if it'll allow for siege weapons, sure. But I think you might have to be
No,
able
not
to.
my level. Okay, just asking.
Oh, no, I think that'd be amazing. You could do some shenanigans.
I know, I can summon it, like, to me.
Sick.
That would be insane. So yeah, after just a couple of seconds, let me just go ahead.
Thunderwave.
No, hold on, but wait, whoa! You need to slow your roll.
Yeah, either way, I am at the ready on this ballista.
Yeah, so way off down there, you can see these two. They look like comets with very evil and angry-looking faces on them. And at this point,
And there's a boat coming at us.
no, just two comets, and then there's the floating or the asteroid with the face on it. Or the asteroid with a mountain and a big giant face on it, almost like a temple.
Oh, what are you getting all up on the ballista for?
They're on the way. I'm just calling them out. If they're gonna collide with us, I'd rather hit them before.
The angry rocks are coming.
And they do have. It's true. With my perception, I did see that they had angry faces, and angry faces usually aren't good.
They're just constipated.
That's why they're flying so fast.
That's right.
That they're doing
All
their best
right.
to make
At
it
this
look
point,
like
I think we all know what I'm about to say.
Oh God.
Let me just get it out here.
What?
Everybody roll initiative.
All right, here we go.
Oof.
Oh, hold on. Oh, crap. I didn't
Initiative is
clear everybody else's
check,
out.
right?
All right, hold on. Before you all roll, let me clear this out here real quick.
Oh, I already rolled.
I rolled the wrong thing, but that's fine.
Initiative is a dex check, right?
It is.
Fuck.
A 3. Jeez.
I have disadvantage. I'm still cursed.
Oh shit, you are, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta fix that.
Did you wait? Oh, you didn't. We haven't taken a long rest for you to even re-roll it yet, have we?
No, if we took a long rest, we would have lost our temporary hit points, but we still have them until we long rest.
Be right back.
What's worse is that it's a charisma save. My lowest stat. So the odds of me saving. I don't know, it might take all week.
I thought it was con.
No, it's charisma.
That sucks. You're fucked.
Yep.
Well, we just have to
I
get it
mean,
removed.
somebody
Who am I
before he
missing? I
goes to
don't
bed,
have
guidance.
I don't see. Who am I missing? I got Noct, Valrith, Kaz, Gloam. I don't see Talia or Scribbles. I don't see your.
Scribbles rolled a nat 20 for 24. But yeah, it's not up there.
Yeah, your roll doesn't even show up.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it showed up. I see it in the log.
It literally, as I said,
literally,
that, it popped
yeah,
up.
it literally
Oh,
just popped up,
okay.
like right as you, yeah.
Oh, okay. No. Well, that's a big delay. I rolled that quite a long time ago. I could roll something else if it
What's
takes
going
that long
on
to
up
get
there in
through.
Canada where your internet's not delayed?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll something else, see if that comes in. Let's do some acrobatics.
Chris, I said I was readying at the crossbow. I mean, can I have loaded it? Like, do I have to take a whole action to load it now, or can I have said that I had loaded it before the initiative was rolled?
Well, you didn't say you were loading it. You said you were going
I
up
said
to
I
it.
was getting ready.
Sure. I'll say you'll have loaded it, but it'll take an action to load it or reload it.
Yeah, that's fine.
How hilarious would it be if these guys were coming after us because of one of Nox's arrows hitting them? And so they were tracking us across the astral sea.
We got poked
Now
in the
that
ass,
would
and
be
they're like, "Who shot that?"
hilarious.
That's why they're constipated. They got an arrow in the pooper.
Mm-hmm. They were just chilling out on a date, and someone got shot in the ass with one of his arrows.
That would be amazing.
Make it so, Chris. Make it so.
Anyways.
Not
Get
this
it to make
time.
them fall in love. He's our own little Cupid.
Kaz, what's your dexterity bonus?
My dexterity bonus is a +2.
Oh, so was mine. So
Rollies.
I have a 15 dex. If that matters, but
so do I.
oh well.
All right. So roll pick any die, and we'll just say whoever gets the highest. Pick whichever one you're rolling with, and let me know. And whoever gets the
I'll roll a
highest wins.
D4.
D4. Okay. Are you kidding me?
I will roll a D20.
Just do 100.
Yeah.
God damn it!
You're less likely to get the same thing.
Oh, I rolled I rolled a D12. Oop. I did not. All right. Wow. That was the most waste. All right.
Close.
All right, Scribbles, you're up.
All right. They're how far away from us, approximately?
They are 65 feet
65
from the close to the closest to them is probably Valrith right now at 65 feet.
Oh, 65 feet. Jeez.
But they're moving
Alright,
fast.
Yeah.
Wait, they got within 65 feet of us that quick?
They're fast moving things.
Yeah. Their rate of their movement is 150 feet per round. They're a comet.
All right, I'm gonna hold an action and let loose a 6th level magic missile from my wand if they have hostile action on any of our group or the boat. Any hostile action towards us, period. It's just gonna explode and I'll hit the same target. But that's me. I'm done.
All right.
I'll stay exactly where I am.
That'll bring us to Talia.
So I'm not allowed to do any spell casting or anything.
If
You
you
just give you concentration
Yeah.
spells.
Yeah.
You said any spells. Oh, okay.
no, when you're moving at spell jamming speed, you're occupied. But with the ship moving at normal speeds, you can cast spells as long as they're not concentration, because you are concentrating on the helm. You can steer the ship from wherever you are.
And does steering the ship or making the ship move take up my action?
It will take up your bonus action.
My bonus action. And how far away are they?
65.
70 feet for that one. 75. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. How would a spell like Entangle work in space like this?
Through spell flavor.
Yeah.
You coalesce tendrils of astral sea matter and shadow to confine them.
But it would still work on the astral sea, Chris?
Sure.
Yeah, there's no physics in D&D.
Well, it's plants, so I'm not sure how a plant would work, but
I mean, you can shoot out vines that far, probably.
all right, I am going to wait. Crap, is this it is concentration. Shit. Sorry.
But we're not flying at astral space speed. So
No,
you
but
can
she still has to
concentrate
use
on-
her concentration because she is still in control of the ship.
Oh, right.
I'll use Guiding Bolt and lob it at this first fella here. Let's see if I can roll any better. 19 to hit.
A 19 is enough.
And that'll be 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I think you get advantage. The next person gets advantage. Yeah. Next attack roll against this target gets advantage.
So, Hillary, how does that manifest through the ship since you're control? What does that look like for you? How do you cast that bolt through the ship?
Through the ship. I'm standing on the deck.
Oh, I thought you were below. You were controlling the ship. Okay, that's not as flavorful, but fun. No worries. It's a good
I
hit.
don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Chris, am I missing something? Am I supposed to be below deck to
No.
be doing this?
No.
Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, okay. Thought maybe the bolt would fly out of the mast or something for you.
No, I'm
No,
doing like
that
the
could be cool.
Titanic thing where you stand at the very tip of the boat.
Nice, nice, exactly. That's
I
wicked.
got my arms out and everything.
Right on. You're just sailing it, and the bolt flies out. of you. This is my ship.
I can
I'm on
just see
top of the
Talia just,
world.
asteroids are coming in hot and she's just T-posing on them.
All right. I like it.
So right now, where is our ship in comparison to the asteroid that we're stuck by?
I'm going to say at this point, 3/4 of a mile.
Wow.
And how far away do we have to be able to engage ludicrous speed and get away?
Over a mile.
All right, I'm going to as a bonus action, I'm going to redirect the ship to start moving away from the asteroid, just in case.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to knock.
So I guess with the one she hit with Guiding Bolt, I'm going to attack with my hand crossbow. Oh wait, so are these like legit like meteors? Like what are they just?
They look like comets with faces flying right at you.
Yeah, fuck it. I guess I'll try it. I'm gonna shoot the one she hit with Guiding Bolt, my hand crossbow, sharpshooter, so I get advantage. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That will be enough.
So that's 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
Alright, and then I'll do the same thing to the same one. That is a 16 to hit.
That is not enough.
Alright. I believe. Yeah, still only level 4. Alright, that's my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to the first of my little comets.
So did we actually move with her moving the ship and the ship having 40 feet of movement? Did we move 40 feet away from them?
I really wish I had a bigger map to make this actually, we can figure something out here.
Or should
Yeah.
moving the ship go on the 20 count of initiative as a layer action?
Yeah, we'll go with that one. The ship would move on initiative 20. I like that idea. So this thing is going to move up here some. And I get a couple of things I get to do. First, it is going to spit fire directly at the ship with a 17 to hit. Now, with the ship's armor class being 15 and the damage threshold being 15, I got a 17 to hit and 17 fire damage, so the ship takes damage.
In theory, could Talia cast shield?
Uh,
No, I'm not saying that it is. I just want to know going forward. Like, if as a reaction, would shield affect the ship?
No,
uh,
I don't believe that's
Okay.
the way that works.
If she's connected, yeah, all right.
It is going to do that first, and it's not done yet.
So the ship takes 2 damage.
17 points. The way it works is a damage threshold. If it doesn't do 15, a minimum of 15 damage, then it really takes no damage. But if it rolls higher than the threshold damage, it takes all of it.
Okay.
At least that's the way I read it. If I'm wrong, please someone correct me on that. But I do believe that's the way damage thresholds work.
What's the HP of our ship?
15. Or the
No, the HP.
HP is 250.
Okay.
So we died already. The ship blew up already.
All right.
All right.
One
And
firebolt.
So
Right.
Chris,
yes.
I'm just looking to see what the one that just attacked the ship takes all my magic missile hits. Hold on. Try to figure out how much damage it is.
Are you going to be doing your gyms, or is this just straight magic missile?
No, this is from the wand.
Ah, okay.
Straight magic missile. It's just 1d4 roll, 8 charges. So it's perfect max damage. So 4 times 8 is what, 36? Plus 8 is
No, you're going to have to roll each bolt individually, man.
that's not how magic missile works.
Are you
But-
sure?
100% sure.
Yeah, magic missile is a guaranteed hit.
Well,
And
no,
it's
I know it's
also
a
just one-
guaranteed hit,
one
but I
dice
thought
roll.
each bolt was its own damage.
Yeah,
No.
it should be.
No, it's 1d4 plus 1 times the amount of bolt. Rules is written anyways. I can roll 8 if you want, but rules is written. It's a 1d4 roll plus multiplied by the amount of bolts.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so it regardless. So it's 40 what did I say, 44? 42 points of force damage.
Okay.
And that's it. And that
And
was just my held action.
yep, that was your held action. It is going to use its movement, and it is going to just fly right up and slam right into the ship.
Ugh.
No, it's not. I got a solid 8.
Mm.
And it is going to use the
Mm.
last of its movement to move away again. Because I get ridiculous amounts of movement with these things. Cool. All right, that'll bring us to Valrith.
I'm gonna cast Hellfire at first level.
Okay.
It needs to make a Charisma saving throw 15.
I rolled a 13.
All right, cool. So it's first level, so that is 44. So that's 7, 5 fire damage to necrotic.
You can see that the fire damage has no effect on this creature.
Thank you again. It takes double.
Uh,
I burned my last thing. Matter of fact,
Right, burn your last things. I love it when people burn their last things.
actually,
Burn
I'm
it
sorry,
up.
I got one more left. So thank you for telling me it's immune to that. You take 14 fire. 14 fire and necrotic, so just 14 damage overall.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn.
All right, that'll bring us to Kaz.
All right. Assuming I'm there, I should be able to do this. Maybe I can get within 30 feet, and then fly back to that guy there. No, he's just out of range. Fucker. I was gonna cast Hex or Hexblade's Curse on him. I can't, so no bonus action. With my action, I will use the Ballista, which are we using the immediate +6, or do I have to roll for attack on that?
I would say roll a d20 and then add the +6.
Okay, so I don't have to. Okay, so the Ballista has like the innate +6. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
30, 20.
That'll be enough.
And that's I assume that hits, so that's a 3d10 for damage.
Yep.
That is 24 damage on this guy.
All right, as that ballista hits it, this thing explodes in a massive fireball. In fact, it makes the fireball spell. Looks like it's double the,
Oh god.
just under double the size
I'll let them get close.
as it dies.
So it's a 60-foot radius.
Yeah.
Dang. I think we're still.
Nothing
Still
gets-
in it, yep.
Well, we moved 40 feet from
Mhm.
that marker there, so we're out of range. Barely.
Well, I was moving this away from the asteroid, so
Yeah, we don't get hit by it.
I got nothing else to do, so yeah, I'll end my turn.
Good job, Kaz.
Also, if it's double a fireball, it'd only be 40 feet, not 60.
Oh, okay.
What am I doing with these mice? All right, that'll bring us to the next one, right? Yep. Yes.
Boot it. Boot the asteroid.
I think it's Gloom's turn.
No, it's the
Oh,
other
yeah, I got
monster's
another-
turn, homie.
All right.
All right, this one here is going to move up, and he's going to do the same thing. It is going to spit some fire. At the ship. That's a 24 to hit and a 9. So 19 points of fire damage will be taken. The ship will take. You guys are keeping track.
Ouch.
Someone is keeping track of this, right? Besides you?
17 and 15. Oh, sorry,
19.
17 and what?
19.
Yeah. 19.
Okay.
Can we repair the ship with the mending cantrip? All the dents, you just go mending for like 4 days straight.
We survived the leak. We're taking in.
And then it is
space.
going to move up and it is going to try to slam into the ship.
Oh,
oh, man.
And that will miss.
we gotta get better defenses on the ship.
Yeah, no, we can upgrade it.
And it is going to move back to where it originally was. Because it has that kind of movement. It's ridiculous.
Damn.
All right, and
Does
that'll
it
bring us to
trigger
Gloam.
opportunity?
What?
Wait, what's the movement speed on them?
150 feet.
Yeah, they're pretty well. They're space creatures, so that makes sense.
They're comets.
From where it hit, does it trigger any opportunity attack?
No, when they do their flyby or their slam attack or their, I'm going to call it a flyby because they're not even going near you. They're going to the, and they're trying to hit the ship. It wouldn't
Okay.
attack. It wouldn't evoke an opportunity attack. It wouldn't be that
Like
close
lightning
to you guys.
Give them a whack.
Did you say it was an action or a bonus action to load the ballista?
It is an action to load the ballista.
Alright. Gotcha. Alright, I'm going to attempt guiding bolt on this guy. The 19.
A 19 is enough.
It's gonna be 12 radiant damage.
All right.
And I will move to the ballista just in case I can do it later, and that'll end my turn.
All right, that'll bring us to Fial.
Hmm. Just in case, I will rage and in my pseudopod form load the ballista for Gloam.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to the top of the round with Scribbles.
All right. Skulls used his only one shot for that guy, so he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement, and he's going to use his action to load Kaz's ballista.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be like, shoot through, comrade.
14.
And then that's
Makes the dream works.
that's right. And that was my action. You said, Chris. I don't have a bonus action, so that's me. I'm done.
All right, that'll bring us to Talia.
All right. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt again. That's a 21 to hit. And 13 radiant damage. And then whoever attacks it next gets advantage. And then how far are we away? How far away are we from being able to move at Spelljammer speed?
A lot. You figure you were 3/4 of a mile from the asteroid, and a mile is what, 5,200 and some odd feet, right?
Okay. All right. In that
So
case,
you've got
I'm going to
you've got a
use-
long way to go at 40 feet per round.
All right, and then with my bonus action, I'm going to, while still going at speed, I'm going to turn it so that the ballista can get the best shot. Would that give advantage or anything to whoever shoots the ballista if they had, like perfect angle to shoot?
No.
Oh, well, I tried, guys. Sorry. That's the end of my turn.
All right, knock.
I guess I'll shoot. Yep, that one in the back. I get advantage, sharpshooter, all that good stuff. Oof. Ugh. All right, missed. That's a 16.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Shoot at him again, sharpshooter. Jesus Christ! All right, that's my turn.
Yeah, none of those are going to hit. All right. Give me 1 second, and we'll start with Val. Give me 1 second.
These rocks have mastered the 5Ds of dodgeball, apparently.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyone know what the fuck these things are?
That's such a good movie. Oh.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
You can
I don't
dodge
think
it.
there's ever been a better scene in like a comedy movie, like a stupid comedy movie like that, than when his character hops on the back of the scooter with Michelle. Flips him off as he drives away. Now that'd be a funny joke character. Michelle.
Are we
All
trying
right.
to get away, or are we going to go ahead and finish these guys off? Because I'm curious why these rocks are coming for us.
I mean, if they come a little closer, I can drop rage and do comprehend languages, try and talk to them.
The rock talks to rock.
Yeah, surely you already know rock language, right?
All right, Valrith, it is your turn.
I'm gonna have
So are we 90 feet away from this thing now? Since
Yes.
we've gone past initiative count 20?
Yes. Valrith.
Okay. I'm going to head up to the third ballista and load it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to Kaz.
Yep, we're firing the ballista since it was loaded for me.
Hey, what's the range on it? Just so we know.
I have a sheet here that says 120, 480.
Yep.
If that's the right one I have pulled up, Chris.
120?
Yes, sir.
120, 480? Okay. So if it's within 90, then it's within range. So I will roll a d20. Woof. 15 to hit.
No, that ballista sails wide. So now you're down to
Damn it.
13.
Oh my god, I just realized sharpshooter works with the ballistas.
Knock, why aren't you up there?
Oops.
God darn it.
Take this one for your next turn. It's loaded.
You know, it's our
Which
first
one
peace
are you
fight.
at? Because I'm at the one of the forecastle.
He'd be at
He's
three.
okay. Yeah, I see where Valorant is now. Yeah, he's at the stern. Cool. I had my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to its turn. This is going to be fun. It moves up again, fires. It's it spits some fire at you or at the ship. That is 18 to hit, which is enough, but it did not cross the damage threshold of 14. So the ship won't take any damage this time around, at least as far as I'm reading the rules, and unless I'm misinterpreting the rules, and please feel free to correct me.
You're not. I looked up damage threshold. You got it right.
All right. And then it is going to move under the ship,
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, okay.
and it comes up from underneath and tries to slam into the bottom of the ship. And that is a 16 to hit. And because it is considered a siege monster,
Wow.
it deals double damage on this hit. So the ship will take 20 points of bludgeoning damage and 20 points of fire damage.
Oof.
God.
And then
This
it
wants
is
to
going
kill
to
us.
move away from the ship, but below it. Out of, I think, everybody's line of sight to fire on it. I'm just going to leave it there as a token, but you guys can't see it. It is under the ship at this point. Welcome to Space Combat.
We all should, we should just ready actions because, or sorry.
So just bring it back.
Yeah.
Back
Well,
it
if the
up.
gravity well, I mean, why can't we just walk to the bottom of the ship if the gravity well is just inversed?
Can we walk along the sides of the ship?
That was true for the last ship.
Well,
That'll
Walk
bring us
around,
to
you can.
Gloam.
I mean, I can no matter what.
Then I will come around to the side of the ship until I can see it.
Okay. And you can
Um,
see it.
and
It's about 40 feet away from the ship.
I'm gonna try another guiding bolt. 15, that's probably not enough.
That is not enough.
Alright. Okay, then I'll just go back. In my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to Fial.
Just be our ammo loader.
I mean, we can't shoot him right now.
Yeah, the ballistas are completely ineffective at this point.
All right, I will be the honorary quartermaster here. So that was that's right. That's another 20 and 20.
Oh, you're keeping track of the bolts?
No, to try to get damage and the bolts.
Okay.
You should have 13 bolts left.
13 bolts left. What was the total damage before? Sorry, what was the total HP?
Of what, the ballista?
No, the ship.
250.
250. Okay. Wait. I'll keep track of this.
Yeah, your ship has been busted.
Our ship is doing great.
Yeah, he's gonna come and help.
She's a fine lady.
She just took it in the butt.
Yeah, right. She just took some gut punches, hard gut punches.
It takes an action to do a grapple attack, yeah?
Yes.
So you say it's 40 feet?
It is 40
Beneath
feet away,
us?
but once you leave the gravity plane, you're floating.
Yeah. But
I
it's
can save you if you're floating.
right, it's 40 feet down from this point here, right?
Well, once you get out of the gravity plane, you're floating like you're in space, dude. It's not up or down or left or right. You got to move. Like space.
Right.
Unless you've got some momentum pushing you through that, you're just floating.
Um, all right. I guess I'll save it for next turn. I'm going to move my movement 15 feet to get here. Gonna dash and long jump leap off the side of the ship, aiming towards this thing. And on my next action, if it stays put, I will attempt to land on it and grapple it.
Okay. Was that your turn?
Yeah, because that's all my action economy right there.
I've never seen a comet stay still, but that's all right. That'll bring us to Scribbles.
Did you just jump off the boat?
He did.
Yep.
He just jumped off the
Uh,
boat trying to land on a comet,
That's
a
pretty
moving
funny.
comet.
Grills is going to
Y'all might want
again
to catch
hold
your
his
rock, buddy.
action, and he's going to hold his action, and for when he can see the comet, like if the ship pitches so that he can see it, he's just going to cast catapult and try to hit him in the face with a box from the ship, I guess. And that's it.
All right, that'll bring us to Talia.
All right. So everybody, I'm going to use the bonus action to. I want to flip it so that everybody has. Oh wait, no, he's off the. Is he still below the ship or like in
He's
firing?
below the ship.
He's below the ship. I'm just leaving his token there because, I mean, I guess I could move it to where
Okay.
it's like with you guys on the ship and could represent where he is relative to the bottom of the ship.
You
But
can
I just
shift
don't.
the
I just don't want
ship,
anybody to
like,
get confused and go, "Oh my God, he's right there." It's like, no, he's below the ship
All
about
right.
40
Well,
feet.
so bonus action, I'm going to flip the ship, spin
Okay.
it, so that we all have the ability to fire on this thing again, and then I will do definitely within 60 feet. I will be casting Ice Knife. Oh, no hit. But so the shard explodes the target, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a Dex saving throw. So nobody's within 5 feet of it.
It
So
has
yeah,
to
just
take
Dex
effect.
save from it.
I rolled a
It has to
14.
be. Yep, saves.
Can
So
you roll another deck save, Chris? For my catapult?
Okay. That's a 13.
Fail. Woohoo. It takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay, so that was my action, my bonus action. I'm not gonna move. So yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right, that'll bring us to knock.
Alright, has the ship actually turned yet? No, right?
Yep, we fled.
It is no, that happens on
Oh,
initiative
it's
count
initiative
20.
count 20 is when it does that.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, so then you wouldn't have to make the deck save until I can see it.
I'm gonna.
Chris.
We'll say we've already made the. I mean, that's gonna happen
Okay.
as soon as knock's
Yeah.
done. So, and we've
Okay.
already rolled it.
Yeah,
I'm
no
not
worries.
gonna re-roll it because of a timing issue. That's sorted out.
It's all right. No worries. Thanks.
Alright, then, we'll... a sharpshooter, shoot it with my hand crossbow, fuck it. And... Fuck me, dude. Hold on, I'm gonna do one of my superiority die. What is that? D8. So that is a 19 then.
A 19 is enough.
That'll be 19 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot it again with my other hand crossbow. Same thing, sharpshooter. That is a 21 to hit
That is enough.
for 17 more piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I will... How far are these ballista actually from us?
I mean, well, imagine
Is it,
where
like,
where
right
that.
up
Yep,
on top
yeah,
of
it's
here?
right on top of there. So imagine like an extra 5 feet for the stairs. I guess would that be a legit like?
Yeah.
Then I guess I'll move up to here. And how do the ballistas work? It's you. Or I'll stand up here and just wait. But I think I'll
you
help
load it.
Valorith once he shoots it.
It's an action to load it, an action to shoot it, and you just roll a d20 and add 6.
Okay. Alright, I'll use my action bonus action and my movement, so I'm good.
All right, then that'll bring us to Valrith. And at this point, the ship does roll over, and you can see Fial floating towards this comet, and this comet now is above you.
I
Bloom, is that
My
ballista
phone-
loaded?
The middle one is loaded.
Okay, well I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to that one. So knock your next turn. That one's ready. All right, so it's a D20 plus 6, right?
Yep, roll a d20 and add 6 to the roll.
17.
That is not enough. The ballista flies wild.
All
Poopy.
right. All right, that's it for me.
All right, that'll bring us to Kaz.
That's one more bolt loss, so we're down to 12. Where is he in relation to us? How
Oh,
far
this-
away is he from me right now?
If you look on the middle map, he is just 40 feet up. So from you, probably 35 feet above you.
35
Wasn't
feet
he,
above
wasn't
me.
he
Okay.
down?
What?
Wasn't he beneath us before? we
Yes,
flipped?
and Talia flipped the ship.
Yeah, no, it's the top.
Right, so he's still like 40 feet below the ship.
No, he
Well, I
is
guess
40
above.
feet above the
Yeah,
ship.
above the ship.
We're in space. There is no up and down.
Yeah, we're working in a 3D. We're working in 3D here, so everything's relative.
Mhm.
All right. I
Yeah,
am
which is
going
why
to
Fial is
cast-
floating away from the ship above it,
We gotta
towards
grab
this
my suit.
comet.
Oh, okay.
Go up and down.
I am going to cast Hexblade's Curse, giving cursing him, which means I crit at 19 or 20 and do +2 with damage. And I am going to fly right up to him within range and hit him with my halberd.
Kaz, can you back up a little bit once you're done?
And I crit, baby.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
Sweet.
Woof. Only 9 damage +2 because of Hexblade's Curse, so 11.
Okay.
Do not double it.
No, because it does the thing. It does it automatically.
Oh,
So it's 9
shit.
slashing damage?
What? I didn't want to delete the damn thing. All right, there we go. Okay.
No, I only do 11 damage. And I am floating. I'm flying there next to him. Which means
Okay,
if he
so
moves away
it's
from me,
11
I will
slashing
get-
damage.
if he moves away from me, I will get attack of opportunity. So I end my turn there next to him, within 10 feet.
All right. So this thing is going to well, looking now up at this thing or still at this thing, it is going to spit some fire at that ballista there where Scribbles is standing. That is 19 to hit. And the ballista will take 12 points of fire damage.
No, since I'm standing, can I cast shield on the ballista, like on me and the ballista, like I'm right, like next to it, or no?
I think the shield only works for you, right?
Yeah,
So it
I
wouldn't
guess.
work on that.
True that. All right, fair enough.
And then it is going to race right down towards the deck of the ship.
Hmm.
That will trigger attack of opportunity. So I will swing
No,
at
it won't because it has flyby. The comet does not provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Punk ass bitch.
And it is going to miss, but at this point, it's going to use the last of its movement to race and just move and just start hovering 5 feet above the deck of the ship.
Great.
All right, so that's another 12. That's a 12 out of the 4 ballista. The other 2 have no damage, so
And that'll be its turn. That'll bring us to Gloam.
I think I'm just gonna load this ballista. And then my turn.
All right, that'll bring us to Fiol, who you're now just floating in space.
Great.
Your
roughly, like,
movement
30 feet
is
away from me.
quartered.
It's already halved, so that's fine. I'm gonna just try and chuck a javelin at this thing, since I'm like 30 feet away. My best long range option at this rate. Let's see here. Just 16.
That is not enough.
Okay. That's what I got.
Chucking your javelin make it go backward?
I don't know how space works.
That's physics.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, Fiol, you start to move away.
Cool.
And that'll bring us to Scribbles.
5 feet, 10 feet. How much movement has
I'm
he?
gonna say
away now?
I'm gonna say he moves 5 feet farther away from the ship.
Like in the motion picture Wall-E.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man.
I didn't have much momentum when I jumped off, and I don't see how I can use movement out here.
When
You're the one who jumped off the ship.
I thought I was going to land on the guy this turn, okay? I had something cool to do if he had stayed put.
Yeah,
Look,
because
the comet that moves so much-
comets are known for sitting still. They just don't go anywhere. They just
Look, I gave you guys an entire round to try and restrain this thing, but no.
Restrain it? How?
what order did you call out?
I don't know, blinder or something. Restrict, like, entangle. Hold person.
No, I would have gotten that enemy if he didn't dodge every single attack that I made at him.
Kaz, come pick me up and chuck me towards the boat.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, Scribbles.
All right. Scribbles is going to do something he hasn't done before. So he's going to look at the comet, and he's going to start casting Scorching Ray. And as he's fulfilling the somatic component of it, the flame from the Scorching Ray turns into the Ray of Bludgeoning, and Rage of Bludgeoning. And so I'm going to make 3 attack rolls on that creature and do bludgeoning damage. Here we go. First attack roll is a
Oh yeah.
EXC, and last one. All right, how many hits do I got there, Chris?
2.
2 hits, I guess.
Yep.
So then that is to do 2d6, 46, 1. These are bludgeoning damage, so 9 points bludgeoning. Did you roll the second one? So 16 points bludgeoning damage, that is.
How much?
16 bludgeoning.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, this is really gonna hurt.
I kind of figured it was.
Oh fuck! You killed it right in the middle of the ship. Oh
Oh,
god
God.
damn it!
Did you not see
Yep,
me just
over
wave
there.
at you guys? I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws for me, please. Your DC is
But
17.
it's faster than us, so that I saw no other way of getting around it.
Are Sam and I out of the way? I am
40
floating
feet.
30 feet above the ship.
40 feet is the
Technically
range.
40?
40 feet.
Well,
I
that's.
passed.
I mean, I'm 30 feet up, so even though I'm 30 feet up from the fore of the ship, that still is.
40.
I'm 15 feet from where
No,
he
you're-
is if it was ground level, and I'm raised.
All right. Well then,
I'm pretty sure you're within 40 feet of him.
Yeah.
It's a radius, a complete circle around him.
Yeah, but
It's
I'm
like a-
still
it's like a
up, so
bomb
I'm
going
30,
off.
so-
Yeah, you're up 30. It's got a radius of 40, so you're getting hit.
But I'm also up from the forecastle, the forecastle. So however many, it's not a big deal. It's whatever. But
Your resistance. Stop complaining.
everybody's getting hit by this thing, including the ship. So I need
Yeah, the
someone.
ship.
To,
Everyone get hit.
Which is it? How much damage?
I got ship points.
Oof. This is gonna really. It is 18 plus. Okay, 26 points of fire damage if you failed the roll,
that's for the ship as well.
and the ship will take an extra
Yep.
26 points of fire damage.
Half of
You said
26.
an extra?
Yeah.
Well, no, the ship will take
Or
20. The
right,
ship will.
right.
The ship will take 26 points as well. Sorry.
Okay.
To let you guys know, the ship is now below 150 HP.
Mm.
All right. Well, we're good. So it's dead.
Yeah, you are all
See
now
that
out of
one?
initiative.
The ship's at 152. By my math.
148 is what I got.
Your math is wrong.
17, 19, 20, 20, 26. That's 148.
17, 19, 40, 26. 152 from 250
Right.
by my calculator.
There, we got that bounce right. Hang on.
Either way, we need to repair this ship. It is not very durable. He gave us such a paper
48.
Kleenex box ship. We'll be swimming with the astral fishes in no time.
I moved 10 feet further into the astral sea.
I think we should catch our crew before they drift away forever. I'll rub the deck. Talia, can you move us to get them?
Aye.
See you, Kaz. This was a good vacation.
Yeah, I'll move the ship to to bring them back back to our deck.
All right, and
Yeah,
as
well,
Fial gets within the gravity plane, he falls
Ooh.
Nice
and
flat.
slams into the deck. I'm gonna say it's a 20-foot drop. So what's that? Is that 2d6, right?
Sure.
I'll catch him so that he doesn't do that. I will stabilize us both so he doesn't take more damage.
No, it's still raging. It's fine.
So yeah, you guys are out of initiative. The ship is cracked. You can see where it's definitely received some fire damage. Things are burned. Yeah. Slowly moving away from that asteroid with a mountain with a giant face on it.
Gloam, are you any good at ship rebuilding or repairs or anything like that?
Do we have repair materials? Was that part of
I'm going to
our-
say that, Kaz, you would have noticed that there is some spare boards and planks in the very bottom of the ship. Probably not enough to do all the to repair all the damage that the ship has seen today or in the past couple of minutes, but enough to start doing something.
That should have. What kind of role would that be to know if you are good at something like that?
I'm just going to say that with some time, if you're good with any sort of tools, if you're good with if anybody has any proficiencies with tools or
I do have space vehicle proficiency. Does that mean something?
sure
I'm proficient with. Yeah, I'm proficient with masonry tools, but I'm not sure if that correlates to carpenter's tools.
It does
As
not.
far as repairing a wooden boat.
I have carpenter's tools.
Yeah, if you're proficient with carpenter's tools, you do some repairs. It would take a little time. It's not going to happen instantly. You would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
We can,
assist
we can disassemble the food crates and use them to patch up.
Valrith is down there like repairing the ship. Give me the screwdriver, and I'm giving him every single wrong tool because I don't have any tool proficiency.
I have no disadvantage on being weightless.
Wanted a flathead Philip. Fuck.
So if you need to tie a rope to me to get to like certain areas or whatever, I can do that.
I love it.
So yeah, you all tell me what you're
Yeah,
doing.
so
at this point.
I don't know how much we can repair or whatnot, but
We'll all work together then.
Once we retrieve our stiff comrade, are we going to go back and check out the face on the mountain?
No, we're not getting any closer. Thing.
We are leaving.
But we almost got blown up. We might as well check it out. What?
That's a stupid
not-
idea.
It's a genus loci, all right? It doesn't want us around.
You don't even know what that
Could
is.
have good
What's that?
conversations.
Tali, can we just move
Please.
Tell me where.
away from
Away?
it?
Back to the mountain.
More than a mile from these things.
Back on track. Back toward on our original
Did we
course.
want to check the bodies of those things to see
No.
if they were anything
they
worthwhile?
exploded.
I don't think we
They're-
have body.
They're rocks. Let's
I'm
leave.
pretty sure there may be some pieces of them embedded in the ship. So if you want to look into that,
Okay.
maybe there may
Well,
be.
then yeah, I'll start navigating us back towards the mountain.
I'll investigate the rubble, I guess.
There you go. He all knows about rocks.
I'm sorry. Where are you going? Where
So
are
we
you
said we
guys
had to go
going?
to a mountain.
Oh, they want to go to the mountain.
We're going back on track. No, we're going back on track to our original trajectory. I got outvoted for the mountain retreating.
While she's piloting, I think who's helping to repair the ship?
I think me and Valrith. And you.
Yeah.
Can I take a rest?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and try to nap now.
Yeah, I'm fucked up.
These journeys been very treacherous. I go for sleep.
I'll help you guys with repairs how I can. After I'm done looting these bodies.
Looting what?
Whatever. I don't know.
The rocks that exploded.
That's how
And I'm
that
a
was
rock
referred.
that explodes. There could be something useful there.
Might be valuable. Maybe we could sell the shards.
There's no pieces left. These things exploded.
Wow,
Right,
who would have
powdered.
thought?
Alright,
Well,
I'll give the help action to Gloam and Valrith.
all right.
As part of the repairs.
It's going to take a few hours, about the time of a long rest. So for those of you that would like to long rest, you can long rest. For those that are going to repair the
wait.
ship,
I can't rest while I'm navigating, right?
you cannot. No. I mean, sure, you can drive with your eyes closed. Sure, why not? That'll work
Yeah,
out
the
real
ship
well
stops
for you.
itself.
Oh wait, he died. I get temp HP actually. The cursed target, I gain temp HP back. Nice.
What role would that be?
So long rest. Love it.
Would it be dexterity?
I'd probably say wisdom.
Yeah, I'm going to say wisdom.
You have to roll a d6.
For what?
For
Repairing the ship.
repairing the ship.
4.
Alright, whoever's taking it, you guys have advantage.
I'll give the other one advantage if I'm helping there. So
What are we rolling?
Wisdom.
a straight wisdom roll, Chris.
Yeah, wisdom.
I'll give you advantage on that since I'm helping you.
I took advantage.
Oh, nice.
You should guidance yourself as well.
Doesn't hurt nothing.
Is that just going to be the straight amount that is healed, or
No, you will repair 13 points of damage to the ship.
Are you checking that, Rob?
I'm
Since you're
tracking it.
Your quartermaster.
Balrog's helping too? Does he do like? Are we just maxed out at one person?
No, I
healing,
mean,
or-
if two of you are doing repairs on two different areas, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to make
trying to figure
two
out
different
how
rolls.
I'm trying to figure out how I apply carpenter's tools to this.
I think you add your proficiency bonus to whatever you're rolling. That's how navigator's tools works.
Yes.
All right. So
Wisdom
What'd you
plus
say,
your
a wisdom
wisdom plus your proficiency bonus.
so
At advantage because of help action.
all right, wisdom plus proficiency at advantage. So that would be so that'd be 20. No, that'd be 19.
So you're able to repair 19 points of damage on the ship,
Nice.
and you've only got a couple of planks left. Maybe enough for another one of you to do another repair, but it would take you another 8 hours to do so.
Need to pick up planks at the next.
No,
next stop.
I'm sleeping. We can cut some trees down or something.
Yeah, I agree. Let's rest for now.
Well, the ship is now at 184.
180.
Give me one
Around
second. guys.
there.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yes, sir.
All right, so those of you that are resting, go ahead and rest. Fiol, I need you to make another. Nope, wrong monster. Where's that? I need you to make another charisma saving throw for me, please. Your DC is 14.
Do I get a long rest?
You do get a long rest,
Oh, nice.
but at the end of your long rest, you can
Don't
choose
forget your
to.
roll.
What do you mean?
To not be cursed.
Yeah, he's got to make another roll charisma saving throw. Here, his DC is 14 to see if he can shake the curse.
Anyone got Bardic Inspiration by chance?
No.
I don't play that character anymore. I can hexblade. I can curse you.
Oof.
I hex you.
Well,
I'll be right back.
Your deformities stay,
yep.
which means that you still have Magical deformities. While you're deformed, your speed is halved. You have disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attacks based on strength or dexterity.
Yep.
Yeah, comrade, I noticed that you chose to throw a javelin at the flaming ball. Did you lose the wand that you were given? The ones that throw the missiles out of it?
Yeah, I sold that in exchange for the silver bits in my greatsword.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, here, you might need a little bit better option if you find yourself adrift and need something to hit from range. And he'll give you the Wand of Lightning Bolt. It has 2 charges, gets 1 back at dawn. So at least it gives you something a little reach out and love me attention. So you say,
Okay.
Hopefully this helps give you some more options.
What's the damage die on that?
It's just the standard lightning bolt, 68 or whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 charges, 1 at dawn. It's full right now, but yeah, he'll give that to you, and I'm gonna knock it off my inventory, so you can at least have something to be
Does
effective
this
range
bow
wise.
have a crow's nest?
It does
Doesn't
not.
look like it.
No, if you go into the Discord room, DM and players club room, there's a really awful 3D pic of the ship, or it gives you
There's a
better
model right
decent
there.
idea.
Can we install one?
Sure.
I want
Whatever.
a crow's nest for sure.
You can, but you definitely don't have the materials to do that now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have a mast. It's just got wings. It's like a little bird. Like I said, if you go in the Discord room, it'll get there's a 3D
Yeah, I'm looking.
render of it.
So the Wand of
I
Lightning
will
Bolt.
go to the forecastle and where Talia. Talia, I presume that you're there driving, right?
No, that's it's underneath. So there's if you look on that little yellow diagram, on the top deck there is the room that's got the helm in there with a bed, and then up above is the forecastle, and the stern castle is above the quarters on the rear of the ship. With the
Yeah, I
aft.
presume Talia is in the actual front room then.
I'm exactly where Knock is. Knock just put his character over mine.
Oh, you're on the actual. Okay, you're on the actual top of that. Okay.
She's still Titanicing.
Oh, just ask her. Hey, are you good? Do you need a rest? Are you all right?
I can't.
I could take over as pilot if you need me to.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, if you're going for that long, you are going to start facing exhaustion for being awake for 24 hours.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. If you want to rest and then relieve me, if you have the spell slots.
I have full spell slots right now.
Cool. Yeah. Take on over.
Okay.
And I will long rest.
I'm gonna stand at the top of the forecastle with my longbow, with an action ready to attack anyone that gets within 600 feet of our boat.
I'm going to preemptively load the front ballast.
Go around and load them all so that there's.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
I will have that in my notes. They are all preemptively. Well, actually, that's not good for bows to be drawn back that long.
I mean, you can still at least set the arrow in it.
Yeah, I can set the bolts in arrow. Yeah.
We need somebody to design a ballista with auto loading.
Hey, Chris, what's the rule on getting an AK-47?
What?
I think you're about a few thousand years premature on an AK. Or an AR.
Times that we've time traveled in other campaigns, I don't think it's beyond possibility.
I'm not bringing you to the 1990s, bro. or I'm sorry, the 19. When was that? The night that gun was actually made
19
before it was World War II, right? I think the AK was World War II.
No, they had the
Can we make-
1930s.
Make a spell scroll Gatling gun.
That's right.
1947.
Okay, that's
Isn't that just ninth level magic missile?
It's post World War.
Well,
Pretty
that's what you tie 100 ninth level magic missile scrolls together, and then
Yeah.
do something to where you can shoot them.
Right. You take a potion of haste, and then you can cast it twice, up to 3 times.
No, you have all the scrolls there, and you have one scroll to set them all off. That's what you do.
Oh, good wording. That's right. Amazing. Multi-class
All
cleric
right.
wizard.
So your first 24 hours goes by, or since the event with the comets goes by, uneventful.
Nice.
So go ahead and
What's the
deduct
weather
a
like?
day's worth of rations and water. I'm going to say that you all are going to eat and drink. We don't have to go into the minutia of.
Should I eat my own rations?
Good.
Sure.
Was the ship's
Instead of
cooked?
taking up the ships.
Fair.
I don't know how to deal with the inventory on this. If other people are eating their own shit, and I have to deal with what it's just. I just have written down 4 days of dried meat, 4 days of flour, 7 barrels of water. I don't know what to do. Like.
We have 4 days of food. Just use general food. And then people use their personal rations for away missions. Just for accounting sake.
And I would say every 4 days we go through a barrel of water.
Every 4 days is a barrel of water.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot of volume to go through.
Yeah, barrels, what, 50 gallons?
Yeah, that's a lot of water. There is a lot of
Now
water.
that
on
you
board.
guys are active adventurers, you want to stay hydrated.
Gallon is, sorry, a barrel is 58 gallon. I mean, it depends. A whiskey barrel is 58.
Water barrels are smaller.
2 hour math makes you happy.
No, it's one thing. It's if people are using their own personal rations, and also the Fjord doesn't eat or drink.
Right.
Like, I don't know how the math is going to work out for that. If like what kind of calculator we're doing for that. Not
So
that
there was
difficult. I just
30.
wanna know,
So there
like,
was 4 days of rations or 4 days of dried meat for 8 people. So there's 32 rations. So just break it down that way. And if somebody
that'll
wants
work.
to eat
Okay.
one,
32 rations of meat, and the same for flour.
Die Fleisch.
Got butter to make
Das
biscuits.
Fleisch?
If we have meat, you could probably render off the fat and make lard biscuits.
Yum.
Ooh, pemmican.
I get scurvy if we don't pick up some fruit though.
With scurvy. Is that a weakness the humanoids have?
Right,
It
so it's
sure
1,
is.
2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 people eating. Cool. So that's all I wanted to know.
I took a ration. My own.
Okay.
Save my own. Actually, I have a lot of rations because I won. I won them gambling.
Yeah, you did. You won a ton of rations. You were racking them up.
Do you want to add them to the ship or keep them on your person?
No, not person.
I'll keep them for now until we actually, if we need them for ship's rations, I'll have them, just on standby.
Alright.
We all
How are you
need to
guys doing on air?
One of y'all needs to get Goodberry.
No, true. You guys want to Goodberries only last a day, so
So you can't.
Doesn't
I can
matter.
do
I mean, pass them for the day.
right. Should I do that now, or just in case? You guys
Whatever.
care?
We got it.
I mean, it just sounds like there's literally no way that any of us are gonna starve to death for months at least.
Right. Oxygen and water would still be our concerns.
Yeah. 4 days, or I think 7 days of oxygen. You said.
7 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
yep. So you
And we
now at this
have,
point have
what,
6
7
you have
ba-
6 days of oxygen at this point.
Going
And 7 barrels at 4 days a barrel. That's
Yeah,
what,
we have 28. Yeah, we have like a month of water, so we're good there.
Unless you guys want to take baths, but I don't know how stinky you are.
Well, considering Scribbles oils himself up, he's not going to waste water to undo
is
that
so
process.
Water. Never touch this stuff. Fish fucking.
Just fucking it.
How far are we from this
Fucking
library
love
that we're
Archer.
supposed to go to?
For 3 days.
3 days.
All right.
Well, I will take the first shift, one 12-hour shift of piloting right now.
It's 24.
Well, no,
24
it's
hours
12.
shift
It's
of
12
piloting.
hours. I mean, you can once you burn the slot, you can use it to control the ship for up to 24 hours. So, if you wanted to say take a rest and let the ship sort of drift as if it were in the ocean, you can do that and come back and fly the ship again. But you can't
No, I'm
you
there.
can't make it go
I'm
spell
piloting.
jamming speed while you're resting. You have to be at the helm for that. You can't rest.
No, I'll stay at the helm and pilot and just be aware.
If we can find an autopilot upgrade somewhere.
Yeah, can I train my familiar to do the piloting?
We could hire someone when we get into town.
Your familiar would have to have a spell slot though.
Oh, right. Yeah, true. Well, I could spend the spell. Yeah, no.
Does anyone know how to play an instrument, or are we just out here just raw dogging this flight?
No,
I can do a lyre. I don't know how to pronounce that, but Lyre.
Liar.
Bring me a small lyre. I wasn't there. I didn't do it.
I mean, we're out here for the next couple days. Plenty of time to practice.
Okay, thank you.
I will sing you the songs of my people.
I was going to say,
some
now I need you to
gambling.
sing something. And if that's your singing, please stop.
Definitely dice.
That
tower.
is disadvantage on a performance check for me. That's it. What was that?
I can actually sing very well, thank you.
Oh, Gloam, now that I have time with you. And Scribbles, yes, I'd love to gamble in a minute.
Excellent.
I have this diamond here that I picked up in town. I'd like you to have it.
For me?
Yeah. Here, this type of thing is really nice for holy magic spell components should the need arise. And
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
hand over a diamond worth 300 gold.
This will be very useful. Thank you.
Yeah, and Scribbles, I'll bet you this hat that I can beat you in dice.
That is a fine hat, sir. Let me see what I have. Well, it may not seem very special now, but because we're in space, but I have a chunk of meteor that I got from Brawl. I'll
Oh,
wager that.
deal,
It still has a nice glow of red to it.
deal.
All right. Roll them.
All right,
2d6, highest wins.
2d6. What are we trying to just get higher?
Yeah, literally the highest roll wins. Tie, you double it and do it again.
I'll be a little sneaky and try my sleight of hand
Ooh.
to potentially add like a +2 bonus to my roll.
Okay.
Roll a perception check.
Call them out though.
Roll a perception check.
Okay, well, let me roll perception. 13. So,
17.
okay.
Uh-huh. All right.
Okay,
2d6.
Yeah.
All right. I got an 11.
So did I.
Ooh.
So we roll
Reroll.
again. Oh, Conrad, the fates. This is good gambling. So you're going to try this cheat again?
Do you want to raise the ante first?
Ooh, okay. What shall it be? What are you putting
Uh,
in?
I have the bag of sand that I won off of you originally when we first started playing.
Ah, my bag of sand.
Uh-huh.
I have this nice blocks of incense. It smells nice when you set it afire.
Something else.
I have fishing gear if you're interested in catching space fish.
Sure. I could use more. Sure, I could use more hobbies.
Okay. So, are you going to try treating again? So, perception?
Rob, I sent you a message.
Not this time. I'm feeling confident.
Okay. All right. 2d6 rollies. 7.
Yeah, you win.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's so exhilarating. I get my bag of sand, and what was the first thing?
And
A hat. What kind of hat?
I'll relinquish my winnings, and it's one of those like ancient Chinese like rice picker hats.
Oh, perfect.
Like the bamboo straw in a solid conical circle. Yeah,
Yep.
it's one of those. It makes you
All
look
right.
like it makes you look like Master Splinter.
Absolutely. Scribbles is going to put it on, and that is his new hat. It has the rice picking straw hat. Awesome.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
So exhilarating, my comrade. We got to get more of the crew in on this. This is fabulous.
I need to get more valuable antes and a little more dexterous. A little
Well,
more,
maybe.
you know, I need to flick my wrist a bit more.
You're doing pretty well. We'll have
Don't do it too much, you'll go blind.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Dad, I'm over here.
How is that? Is that something
Chris,
I should know about?
You there?
I think Chris took off somewhere.
Oh boy.
What?
Nothing. Doing the Facebook message. We'll just play this out.
Gloam. Knox said something just now that was very concerning.
What?
He said that if I practiced my one-handed skill too much, that I would go blind. Is that a common occurrence?
This is the truth. Unfortunately,
It's the truth.
among humans, this is very common.
Oh. Well,
Weren't you a human? Wait, weren't you a person at one point?
He doesn't remember.
It leads to petrification of socks.
oh dear. I mean, yes, I was a human, but I had a girlfriend and a wife at the time, so I didn't know about the dangers of, I've always been a two-hand man,
Yeah, well. Focus is key.
Hillary is so close to breaking. So close.
I'm fine.
So close to
When Chris leaves us, you never know what we're going to get into.
No adults in the room.
What?
That's right. Oh,
Chris, if you want to go ahead and just do that instead of putting it in a private message, go ahead.
Sure. If everybody else is done with their shenanigans, I was going to let everybody else do their thing.
yeah.
I do have one thing that I wanted to do before we continue the story.
Okay.
Based off the message you sent me earlier.
Yep, I know where this is going.
I want to find a spare scrap of cloth, and I want to make myself like a veil that like completely covers my face. I don't want any hair showing, just my eyes.
Okay. Easily enough.
So
done.
like a traditional Japanese like ninja garb sort of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. What is that Chinese?
But-
I'm getting my histories mixed up. I don't know much about women's fashion.
All I remember is walking away and I hear Chinese rice picker hats, and now I'm hearing like Chinese face masks. Like, you got a thing with China right now,
I'm
bro?
thinking more like. I'm thinking more. Did you guys see Dune, where the Bene Gesserit had like the veil that covered everything but just their eyes? The one Bene Gesserit, kind of like that.
I've never seen Dune, but I get what you're going for. I've seen enough fantasy movies. I saw the original Dune, and I've read the first book, and I don't want to see the movie because I don't want to be ruined again. Sorry, I just don't. If it's not as good as the book, then it can go fuck itself.
Yeah, the books were so good, Chris.
Yeah, I read the first one. I didn't read any other than that. And I'm not trying to knock on the new Dune movie, but after the first Dune movie, I really don't want to. And there's a lot of good movies out there. Like The Green Mile was good. The book made that movie look horrible. So You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
regardless, I'm kind of dressed like a Bene Gesserit now.
yeah, but I get what you're going for. Okay, yeah, you're able to find that. Yeah.
And fashion that. Cool, cool. We need more people on this boat, damn it.
All right,
We
and
have
that'll bring us
exactly
to
enough
Rob.
guys.
As you're navigating the ship, you even moving at the speed you're moving at, you're able to soak in the beauty of the astral sea as everybody else is cooped up below decks, or those that are not, even those that are not, or those that are not, would be able to see the beauty of the astral sea, even at the speeds you're moving. Its colors, its mesma. I guess that's the right. Is that the right word? Mesma.
Yeah,
Miasma.
You know what I mean? It's beautiful. Taking that in and following the chart that Gloam had pointed out on the chart on the wall in front of you. You can hear all of the conversations on the ship. Feel where everybody's moving around to. You can't necessarily you can hear what they're doing. You can't necessarily see what they're doing. But you can definitely feel their footsteps where they are. It's enthralling. And then you hear of our deal. Why has it not yet been completed?
He's not there
Hard
next to me.
it's in your head. You don't see
Oh yeah.
anything around you.
I am going to walk down the stairs and to the aft of the ship. That way, Knock isn't there immediately next to me while I do this.
As you get up from the helm, the ship falls back into normal coasting speed. No one would be able to tell. It's almost a seamless transition as you get up and walk
Would
away
I
from
be
the helm.
able to tell being outside and or where he is and all
Yeah,
that,
you would
seeing
definitely
everything
see that
he's seeing?
that you're definitely not as traveling as fast. And if he gets up and if he's leaving the room and not going through the hatch and below deck from the room, yeah, you would definitely see him coming out of the call it the helm chamber, the helm room.
What why we slow down?
I ignore him and press on. I keep walking to the back of the ship.
And you
Blueberry.
hear, "Answer me, or shall I take what I have given?"
It has been a few hours since you've given me this task. You surely understand that it'll take a little bit of time. He is reticent.
He is mortal.
I'm not in the habit. I'm grateful for the gifts that you've given me, but I am not in the habit of taking. I don't want to kill him, if that's what you mean. I'll get you what you want. You do have to understand that at the moment he is an ally, and he's helping me get to my path. Am I having to say this out loud, or is this internal?
This can be internal.
Okay.
1 hour.
Can I ask what you're going to use this for? Why do you need his blood?
His blood is of a special means. A way for us all to find what we're looking for.
Honestly, he's the one who's helping me find what I'm looking for. He's the one who's giving me a bit of a heading. He's scribed for me. He's shown me where Varathok is going to be.
You almost hear a bit of amusement, and he says, "You don't need to kill him. A couple of
No, he's
drops
not
will
going to surrender
do."
it. He's not going to surrender his blood.
Find a way to be more persuasive. We all strive
want-
for the same things.
He'll say no.
Get him to see the bigger picture.
The bigger picture begins with a little bit of you at least being upfront about what you will use the blood for.
His blood will open a door.
I can start with that. That's fine.
One hour.
God damn it.
And
Oh,
I'll show you
Valorant.
just how important this is. I'm going to send you a message because I don't want to say this out loud.
Oh boy.
Scribbles, I've just had the best time gambling with you, but I think it's time we do something a little more active. I'm gonna find Valrith and ask if he wants to spar.
Yeah, that I don't do much of that. That is for the young and foolish. You guys enjoy that.
Well, in the meantime, you can watch and copy down the runes on my body. Maybe you'll learn how to do Thunderwave.
Ooh, that sounds very enticing.
Because I know you were after the knowledge of Marquette on the previous ship.
Yes, she would not let me have a look at her books. But
About
she's a
her,
dirty
I have,
lady.
I have some really bad news, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. Um, after the battle, I was helping around in the med bay. And amongst the corpses, I saw her
Oh.
body.
did you happen to get her spell book?
It was not amongst the materials on her. I'm very
Oh.
sorry.
Well, I guess she can at least take to her grave that she had her last sexual experience was ravishing. I know because that was it.
You know, I'm glad you two had fun while you could.
Well, it was supposed to be for an exchange of knowledge, but she kind of used me for my body. Wasn't the first time, but still, I'm sad that she has passed and that her arcane knowledge is lost.
She was truly a wise-witted woman. Not that I knew her very well. I
Yes,
hope
yes.
wherever she ends up in the beyond, she has some semblance of peace.
We can only hope.
But yeah, I just kind of felt you should know.
I do appreciate it.
I'm gonna go see what Valorith is up to.
All right, thank you.
Because if we don't keep a close eye, he's gonna start a war or something, and you know that would be
Agreed.
Moon Cave.
He should have maybe have known the love of the latter, but nonetheless, he is gone.
all right. You take it easy, Scribbles.
You as well, comrade. But yeah, he'll go back to whatever, just wandering around, examining the ship.
He's just playing solitaire.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Valrith, get over here. Join me on the deck.
I'm already on the deck.
All right, I'm coming. 15 feet at a time. I'll slug my way up to the deck. Hey, Valrith. You were very impressive in that last fight.
What is this?
I'm in a sorry state right now, but I still wish to become a better warrior. Would you help me train?
And sure.
Here we go.
Count to 5. 3 rounds. No holds barred.
Are you sure you want that? No holds barred means you will die.
I enter into a rage and swell up, my pseudopod form writhing like a flowing river amidst hard, earthy stones. I'm quite ready.
Okay. You first.
Maybe I shall fetch one of our healers. I'll be back. I'll go look for Glum.
All right. Since I used my bonus action to rage, I will Thunder Wave you
What is
and
that?
attempt to knock you back 10 feet.
Okay. Is that a dex check or what?
That is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What? No. What? Not 20.
Take 4 points of thunder damage and hold your ground.
That's super anime.
BRB.
Do you cross your arms? Cool. Like, do you do the?
I don't
the anime
want to,
thing?
but yes.
Your move.
All right. Well,
They're right there.
This,
They're right there, and
I
they're
was
doing this right there on the top deck.
Yeah. It's a new day.
make a charisma save. 15.
That's just a 10.
All right. You will take a total of 6 damage, 3 fire, 3 necrotic.
Yep.
And then I will attack.
Okay.
11 probably misses, doesn't it?
It definitely does.
Are you feeling better, by the way?
All right, and
Oh, good.
let's see. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna strafe around behind you,
Mm-hmm.
sort of close to the ballista, and with a heavy upslash, strike out at you with my pseudopod greatsword.
Okay.
Reckless. Okay. 17 to hit?
None. No.
No?
Nope.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Bonus action, second wind. As I swirl around even faster, sort of condensing myself down and hardening what armor I have. I recover the damage you've dealt me. Next.
Oh yeah. That's the way
The turn.
I like it.
Your turn.
Oh, okay. All right. Cast Vengeful Blade on my sword and attack you. Try or attempt to attack you. Shit. It's a 13 hit.
A 13 misses.
All right.
Last round. I will stretch out two gooey arms, one up near your face and the other down at your lower torso. You see discordant runes light up on my side, my shoulders, and my elbows all flare red at once, and like veins of lava, they snake down to the base of my palms, and an eruption of fire bursts forth. Make a dex saving throw for me.
18.
That is a success. You still, however, suffer 5 points of poison damage as a burning hands envelops you.
Immune to poison.
No, it's fire damage.
Oh, okay. You said poison.
And I will back up 20 or 15 feet to here.
Right. Vengeful Blade's still up, so. Oh shit, Vengeful Blade's still up. Okay, cool. Go ahead and make that charisma saving throw again.
Five.
All right. 4 fire, 2 necrotic. It's a total of 6. And
Okay.
I'll come up and attack. Jeez, I cannot roll high. All right. That's it.
Wow, y'all roll killer against my shit. You can't roll good against each other. I can't roll good against you. This sucks.
You get 100 damage against the ship. All right, you're fine, Chris. You're doing great this session.
Yeah, I did fuck up the ship. I didn't fuck up anybody else though. Man.
Yeah, but you did melt the ship pretty good, man.
You guys are fucking up the Enterprise already.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a little.
This ship.
Enterprise always gets fucked up.
The dirty Marie, she's already hurting.
I will strafe around to your side and attempt to shove you off to the side of the ship, still within the gravity well.
Are you trying to kill me?
Just make this tactical. Make
all right. Didn't know we were doing that.
No tactical.
make a strength or dex check against my athletics.
What do I roll again? Strength?
Acrobatics or athletics against my athletics.
Wouldn't you be at disadvantage with your curse?
Yep.
Yeah.
20.
Ooh, I rolled a 19. As I shove forward, I half envelop you, trying to force you off the side of the ship, and then withdraw back into my space. sturdier than you look. Pretty fun.
You just tried to take me off the side of the ship.
You've been caught on the bottom. You're fine. And I will strafe away 10 feet over here.
That was the third round, wasn't it?
Technically fourth. After you go.
And it was 5 rounds?
4 or 5.
All right. Charisma save again.
Charisma.
Oh yeah.
Blah.
At disadvantage.
No.
Yes.
How?
Disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attacks based on strength or dexterity.
Yeah, not charisma.
Charisma.
Isn't that an ability? Isn't that an ability check?
No, it's a charisma saving throw.
Okay, so disadvantage on ability checks.
It's not
saving
based on
throws.
strength or dexterity.
Yeah, it's only based on charisma, so it's not based on strength. or dexterity.
Okay, yeah. You're right. Sorry.
I
you're
rolled
right.
a 17 this time.
My bad.
All right, you have passed.
Ooh.
All right.
Nice. Close the
Attack.
distance.
Yep.
Gonna use your
There
rapier
we go.
again.
23. Yep.
That hits.
All right. So that is
Wow.
1d5, 1d8 plus 5. So that's 10 plus Vengeful Blade. All right. So 14 damage. 10 piercing, 14 whatever.
Okay. I cast some spells, so I drop rage. So I will take that full 14.
Is this damaging the ship?
No.
I think Thunder Wave on the ship is going to shake it a little bit.
All right,
Yeah, I would think
and-
everybody would definitely know what's going on. I mean, or at
Well,
least
I
at
went
least
running
hear
for
something.
our healer, so
Somebody's trying
Alright.
to sleep.
All right, that's it for me.
I'm gonna sleep.
And I think that's good for me too, Valrith.
All right.
Commendable bout.
All right.
Sure you
So
don't want-
let's sort of cut scene during this little bout going on here on the top deck. Knock, you were in the helm room, or no? You were in the forecastle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would have seen Kaz walk out and onto the stern castle of the ship, and then seen the little boxing match happen there between Valrith and Fial, or whatever you want to call that there, spar. And that's where we're going to pick up with the two of you finishing up your little combat, unless there's something you guys wanted to do as this was happening. You have like a minute. There's only 5 rounds. We'll say it was like 30 seconds.
Brandon, what's your total damage? Or ending damage? You're muted.
I took 9 damage.
Okay. Nice.
How much
Right.
did you take?
At the end of everything, 20.
Oh shit. Sorry. Oh.
Yeah. So in this round, you are the victor. Congratulations. I learned a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to say at this point, Scribbles, you were able to make it downstairs and let everybody know that these two are beating each other up, and a healer might be needed on deck.
might be worth investigating. These guys decide to beat the piss out of each other.
I am going to go to the kitchen and find a small cup for reasons.
Small cup. Okay. Anyone want to take a gamble on who won? Who the best? Who got bested? No? Okay. Bye. And yeah, sure. He'll just sit there and wait and see. You're just going to piece off. I gotta go get a cup, or you just try to sneak off to get a cup?
No, I'm not being sneaky. There's something sneaky about going to the galley.
No, absolutely not. I got to get the cup.
All right.
Well,
And nothing else.
I so what? How's everyone taking to ship life? Kind of drafty, but interesting. I haven't tried taking the helm of the ship yet, but it looks to be enjoyable and no adverse effect shown in our two comrades yet.
I had no side effects.
No,
I'm feeling particularly drained, honestly, but
is that from your day, or was that from piloting the ship?
piloting the ship.
Oh, did it feel funny?
I don't
Did
know. Maybe I'm just not taking well to it.
Can you tell the difference between the weight of the people's footsteps?
It is a weird communion, some sort of weird connection. I can feel it, but it's not targeted. It's like when you have something crawling over your back and you can't tell exactly where.
Oh, so if someone farts, do you know who?
Yes,
That's interesting.
I know exactly where the farts are coming from. The farts are coming from inside the house.
It's all Talia.
It's totally yeah.
Oh god. All right.
Old beef diet.
I can't wait to try it. Maybe I'll take tomorrow's round.
I mean, I'm honestly, if you want to take over right now, be my guest. How long have I been piloting?
About 9 hours.
Oh, you might as well still get the use of your spell slot. You burned it for the day. For 24, right?
Or 12.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to stay up for 24 hours.
No, but I can come get you in about 8 hours.
If y'all would like to retire to bed, then
Yeah.
I can manage things up here.
What time of day is it?
Does day-night cycle work in space?
You can't tell
No.
what time of the day it is.
Yeah, there's no telling day, time, night cycle, unless you have yourself a nice little one of those, 24-hour sand clocks that you can flip over every day.
Yo, my
Y-
sundial.
Yeah,
is-
you don't have a you don't have a timepiece on this ship yet.
That sundial is spinning every which way, guys.
All right. Every time we pass the sun, it's like.
Well, for those of you born before the internet, I can get on my earring with the captain, like the operator, and ask him what time it is where he is.
Well, that's not relevant to us, though.
Yeah, it
Well,
is.
yeah, because it's universal.
No, time is
No,
relative
we're in a
to
different
whatever
space.
Background, don't you?
body
Paul?
you're on.
Do you have a way of telling time and space?
No, because
Yeah,
that's
they go
another-
by sand clocks.
They have atomic. You can not in this world, but there's atomic clocks that measure time in
Oh yeah,
outside gravitational bodies.
oh, of course. Yeah, time is
It's like
different
a
wherever you
weird-
are, but
There's no time of day.
in D&D, yeah, time of day is relative to a location.
Yeah.
For
They're not
purpose of
different
what we
depending on
need.
what
Yeah.
moon or what planet we're on.
Yeah.
Gosh. By the end of this journey, Fion's gonna grow like a mushroom beard. That's how we know time has passed.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a great idea.
Well, we can also see the stars that we're passing and gauge how far we've traveled based on the constellations or whatever. So we can tell how much distance we have passed at the speed that we're going. So that'll give us.
Presumably that's one of
Yes,
the-
but judging by constellation is only determinate on, measuring from a point in which we land. Like, that doesn't that doesn't
And we're
correlate
moving
with time.
We're
Unless
just
we
gonna go
name
with
a
the we're
new
just gonna go with the
metric.
fact that time is just gonna be one universal same thing. Y'all just don't have a
Yeah.
timepiece on the ship, and without seeing a sun or a moon or a setting or anything like that, you have no idea how long it's been, other than you taking rests. But
When you feel tired, take a nap. That's about it.
Wouldn't the ship have something that it indicates that? If it has self protection mechanisms, why wouldn't it have day and night cycle?
what do you mean, like a day and night cycle? Like it just sort of
Oh,
tells it, like it lights come on when it's
Like-
nighttime, and they don't they go off when
No,
it's
like
daytime.
letting us know how much time has passed.
It's
I mean, it's important for Earth's astronauts.
it's
but
it's
not
it's more of a
us.
decorative
Why-
thing. You can have it just doesn't have anything like that. But you could definitely get something like that, and you've seen like
Yeah.
you've seen that even on the Destiny. It did have you saw a massive piece in the up near the front of the rear of the ship where the steerman had his thing. There was a timepiece up there that let everybody. You could tell by the grains of sand what time of the day it was.
Do that.
This ship just
All right, so what's
isn't
going on
equipped
now?
with one.
Yeah, if y'all are taking a long rest, I'll still pilot.
Yeah, yeah. Pilot for just in game's sake for like another 8 hours, so we're maximizing your spell slots, and then I'll take over for you.
No need for me to take a long rest right now. I'm fine.
Yeah, well, I don't need either. I didn't cast any spells, but just moving the journey along. So yeah, if nothing goes by in the next 8 hours, I'll swap out with you, Kaz.
Okay, sounds good. Is anyone on the top deck right now?
I am.
I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, Kaz is gonna try an Eldritch Blast real quick.
Yep.
This is a test. And nothing comes out.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Ooh. Ouch.
Hi, Kaz.
What did you do? I can't tell. Well, I can tell you're casting magic, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn my back against that. I'm gonna
Oh, okay, bye. I thought you were waving at me. Okay.
think a Kamehameha is a Eldritch Blast. I'm sorry, you think a Kamehameha is a wave?
I feel like you do it like one-handed in like the outward salute type of thing.
That's a big bang. That's the big bang attack.
Yeah.
Vegeta.
I feel like Kaz is a Vegeta type. He's the prince of all tieflings.
Something. Oh, that was big. I don't want to say that. That's mean. The amount of times that you've gone down, you're a Yamcha type. But no, that's mean.
Okay.
That's
I know. I apologize.
No, you're gonna be really sorry next combat. How about that? Huh? It's your just desserts. You're asking for it. That's it, Kaz. You're the frontliner now. Suck it.
You do that, and
I'm gonna take a nap.
And I will ruin everyone else's ability to fight.
No, because I'll be there as the rear guard. I'll keep them alive.
We doing anything?
Piloting, but I'm
Okay. Because we're just standing here.
You got 3 days. Well, probably 2 now. A day has passed, right?
It's been at least 9 hours since I took over for Talia.
So do we just quick time this, or is something about to happen?
I'll take a long rest unless Gloom
I'm
or
still
Talia
up
want to.
top. Action ready, 600 foot, all that good stuff.
Gloom, Talia, you guys want to do anything this day?
I'll just be doing some prayer. You know, very holy and all that.
Can I get a
That's
cure
it.
wounds?
Cure wounds? Why don't you just go take a little rest?
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen in the middle of our rest.
Yeah, you got a cure wound.
Yeah.
I am going to go. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
This is why you're my favorite.
Chris, I
Gloom.
sent you something.
I'm just gonna go to my room and lock the door until we're there. I've got enough rations.
Hey, when they were sparring, did any blood fall on the ground?
Nope.
I mean,
He
you
didn't
might
hit
be
you.
weeping from the shoulders from fire damage, but
Thunder
wouldn't
damage
bother us.
from.
I didn't.
All right.
Wasn't it bludgeoning? Wasn't it thunder damage?
Yeah, but I nat
Yeah.
20 that one. So
Well, no, I
you
mean,
still took half.
you guys just want me to bleed? Is that what it is?
I just think
He just needs a drop and a half. Like,
Because if you want me to just say I bled, then just say it. It's fine.
that's up to
We don't have to
Chris.
figure out the mathematics of it.
I would think if you took injuries, you'd probably bleed from somewhere, right?
It depends on what type of injuries.
yeah, thunder might not. I mean, if it's bruising, you
Probably
probably.
internal.
Yeah, I would think a thunder is more like a. I don't know. I don't see how
no,
thunder
you don't.
damage
You
would
don't.
really
You
make you
wouldn't see
bleed
any. You
necessarily.
wouldn't see any blood. No.
Which means you got to dig your horns deep inside, Rob.
Bludgeoning
I had to have an awkward
instruments
conversation
actually
with-
produce a lot of blood, but that's just me. It's just the truth.
I mean, I tried to slash him a few times, but he's fast as fuck. So
Yeah. If I hit you with a bat, you'll bleed.
I mean, it depends on where you hit
No,
someone with that.
if I
bat.
hit you with a bat, you will bleed because I will break a bone and it will go through your skin no matter where I hit you with that bat.
okay,
If
Scribbles.
if you're doing it to kill somebody, if you hit someone with a bat, they will bleed on one strike, no matter what.
Yeah,
Unless
dude.
you
If you're swinging to hurt somebody with a baseball bat, you're gonna make them bleed on the first hit. Sorry.
or a hammer, it's a bludgeoning item. But if you were if you're going to kill someone, even if you hit them in the shoulder with a hammer, you will make them bleed.
Oh yeah.
Trust me.
I mean, I could definitely see it with a hammer, not necessarily a bat.
Oh, yeah. There's a reason. Yeah, it's okay. Never mind. Continue on. But
How many people have you seen being bludgeoned by hammers, Chef, in your past 20 years?
I watched.
You-
Home
Well, if he was a
Alone.
coroner, he
Did
probably saw more than we all probably ever want to see.
do you remember my occupation? I'm a critical
Yeah.
emerge ICU nurse and a coroner investigator. So,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah,
said,
I know. And I
Dude,
want an
dude,
exact number.
I was like, I just
Shepard,
said
have
that.
you watched The Pit?
have I watched what? Sorry.
Have you watched The Pit?
No, I have not. I live that life. I don't watch those kind of things because they usually typically are not realistic, and it makes me it makes other people in the room angry with me because I call bullshit a lot or I laugh at them. But no, I haven't watched. I heard it's
So-
relatively good, but
It is, and it's extremely accurate. It
Oh.
is. It like the biggest thing that I noticed was that their CPR wasn't. Sorry, I'm going off topic, but their CPR isn't always great because it's actors, but it was really accurate actually.
yeah, it's hard to act, I guess, if you're doing proper CPR because it's like 120 to 140 compressions a minute. So, yeah,
Well, and 2 inches deep. That's gonna break the ribs.
every time. Yeah. Anyways, continue on. Sorry, guys. Naps.
I don't get how it's too injured.
So no, there's no blood on the ground.
Then I will wait for Valorant to finish his long rest, and then he and I will have a private conversation.
You can just do it now.
Yeah, if nobody else has any business, we can say that takes his rest, and yeah, you guys can have a conversation.
I'm gonna need your blood, buddy.
I did want to send a message back to Rowan, asking how he knows that the
Saltus Mamanus.
The
Salt
Saltobomanians, the villains since the very
Saltus-
first chapter.
there we go,
Are you
Saltobomanians,
kidding me? You
on
guys
how he
are
knows
killing me
that they
this time.
are.
Yeah, you haven't
being-
introduced though. You haven't formally introduced those guys. You've only said their names.
No,
Once,
you guys,
twice.
no, they've been formally introduced. You guys even met their boss, Pogteat, and you killed him. You got no information from him.
Yeah,
You
we
killed
did.
him.
Didn't need to. He attacked us.
So yeah,
Self-defense.
you've been
threw a
introduced.
fireball,
You've
you
been
died.
introduced. You've seen what they've done.
Second Amendment rights.
It's
Second Amendment rights.
Yeah, you throw a fireball at us. It's on site. I don't care what you're trying
Yeah,
to do,
right.
buddy.
I'm sorry, Tali. What were you saying?
I was just saying that in response to his message that you sent me, I want to respond back and ask how does he know that the Saltobomarians, I can't say it, Saltobomanians.
Saltobomanians.
I'm just gonna call them, they're the salts now.
Salty
Um,
boys.
I want to ask him how he knows the salts are after me, or hunting me, I should say.
I like that nickname, the Salts.
It takes a couple of minutes, and you get a response. I always have my ears to the ground. Made a lot of connections. Things are going crazy in the sea. Illithids, this Devourer, and some other player we've seen in the background. Not sure that agenda. Stay safe.
Okay. Okay, cool.
All right, so Rob, Brandon,
Yeah,
Valrith,
I'm gonna go and approach
Taz,
Valrith.
this is your show at this moment in time. Meanwhile, the rest of you would know that the ship is. You guys are just sort of coasting in the sea. You're not moving very fast.
As Gloam heals me, I'm gonna gift her
Why are we moving very fast, Chris?
10 good berries.
Well, one, there's nobody at the helm of the ship.
No, I'm at the helm.
They last for
Scribbles is at the helm of the
24 hours.
ship.
Oh,
If
did you
anything
take?
happens
Oh,
tomorrow,
did you take over? Did you
the
take over the
trophy
helm?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you did.
sent you a message on Discord. I was trying to ask you what do I get to choose high level spell slots?
It
that I
just
can
takes one of
regenerate, or-
whatever your if you only have whatever your highest spell slot is, it takes it. If you have more than one, it just takes one.
Right. So I sent you a message on Discord. I was asking if you read the message, and then I wanted to know if say for instance, if I use my second level health spell slot, which is my highest, and then while I'm helming it, can I take a short rest and use arcane knowledge to regain that spell slot?
You cannot take a long rest while you're piloting the ship.
No, short rest, not long rest. Short rest, because I'm just chilling there.
I mean, why would you be able to take a short rest but not a long rest? It doesn't even make sense.
Well, short rest.
Yeah, you can't take a rest while you're piloting the ship
Okay, no rest.
because
Okay,
you're
no worries. Just
concentrating on flying this thing through the astral sea.
Okay, perfect. Just read the message I sent you, though.
All right. You cannot.
yeah, I'm gonna
You
find
can. You
out
can
about
hear
it.
everything that any sort of spoken conversation. You can definitely hear. And I'm going to say, depending on if you're going to take the entire 8 hours to do that, you're able to figure out whose footprints are whose as they're moving through the ship. But you cannot make the ballista move or a door close. Unless I'm missing something else that you sent me somewhere else, but those are my answers
No.
to that.
Nope.
So with time, you're able to figure out whose footsteps are whose. You can definitely hear everything that's going on the ship. You can't see it, but you can definitely hear it.
All right.
All right. Rob, Brandon, your conversation, please. If there's going to be a conversation, this should be cute.
Valrith, I'm going to need your blood.
I'm gonna have my back towards you, and I'm not gonna turn around. Did you know the one thing that I am afraid of is hags? The one thing in this entire universe and the realms are hags. Do you know that?
Didn't know that.
When I was 5, I traveled a little too far into the woods. And I was taken by a lady that made me think that she was a druid. I tried to get her to take me back home because I was lost. Well, she went deeper into the woods. Every time I tried to pull my hand away, her grip tightened. It was humans that stoned her to death. That's how I escaped. From that point forward, I have been untrusting of druids and hateful to hags. I know you're probably asking why I'm telling you this. The reason is, before I give you my blood, I want something from you. We can do one of two things. I kill you here. I take your blood. Or you tell me what Verathok did to you. Everything.
Damn. Getting real.
Now you can take the easy way and just fight me. You can get a lot of blood from that, but you will not live.
No. I will be upfront. I am not in communion right now. I don't have my powers. You are looking at Kaz, the man.
Oh no, I think you can still take them.
Blueberry light.
Yo.
I'm not there.
Devil, goddammit. Devil
Yeah,
is
just
decent.
pick them up and drop them.
So he'll turn around with his
I
arms
think
open.
I think I would have pulled him aside to have a private conversation.
But Scribbles is in charge of the ship, so he can hear what you're talking
Oh,
about.
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we're in my
I
room.
wasn't. I didn't really want Chris to announce that that's what I was exploring when he kind of read my message. But so
Well, we already know that from being
Yeah,
on the other
I've
show,
already
too.
I've already expressed that with the 2 other people that have piloted the ship.
all right. Yep.
I would have known that because I had piloted the ship. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
But yeah, nobody else
So,
can hear. I'm gonna say you guys are sequestered in a room
so-
somewhere.
So Valrith will turn around with his arms open, no weapon drawn. You make your choice. You tell me, or we fight.
Fuck yeah, sir. That was a DM moment.
Once upon a time, there was a woman.
It always starts with women, doesn't it?
A woman who was seduced, coerced, and ruined by a creature so foul that it made me. My mother was killed by Veritok. And I have the shame of admitting that he is also my father.
Oh? Oh?
Darius.
Oh,
And
shit.
he has to die.
Yes.
This is the moment where even the DM is sort of stunned.
I don't care what it takes. You kill me, I will go straight to Avernus to find him no matter what. With whatever limited power I have, I will do it. On my path right now, the Raven Queen is granting me boons. And I will fight him. I will destroy him. I will tear him down to Avernus itself. And I will under his head from his neck. Right now, you are my best lead.
I'm gonna cut my hand and produce the blood.
I will take that cup that I pulled from the kitchen. You're
What-
doing me a great service.
One thing I want you to do. I want you to be cognizant of what happens from this point forward. Everything that happens and everything that she does with my blood is in your hands. You are doing this, not her.
She told me that you'll open doors.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
She speaks cryptically. I like you, Balrith. I hope that we can, beyond this, continue to work together.
You're still standing, so it's a good chance. It's a good chance for that. Just understand that blood is on your hands now. You're doing this. You could have asked any other patron, but you took this one. You took the first one that offered you power.
I made a call at a dark place in my life. She's the one who answered.
Okay. Why are you standing here? You want a hug or something?
As you fill as the cup gathers blood, Kaz, you feel your powers come back.
Does it count as a long rest? Because I did burn a spell slot to pilot. I mean, I'm going to take a long rest anyway, but just knowing that, like.
You are fully recovered. And after just the first couple of drops hit the cup, you hear honesty goes a long way. Making friends, having bonds is what you will need.
Honesty goes a long way, but that blade cuts two ways.
And you feel your hand with the cup tremble. And Valrith, you hear out of Kaz's mouth, I won't use your blood for anything. And you can see Kaz's hand dump those couple of drops of blood out onto the ground. And his hand lets go of the cup. And you hear out of Kaz's mouth, not his voice, friendship. Is the only way you will survive.
Words mean nothing to me.
saying friendship is magic?
I mean, quite literally.
My Little Pony?
There is, there is a spell. There's a friendship spell.
That is true.
If they're doing charisma checks.
If she releases me, I will
And
retire. to
and
the
last,
court.
as that presence goes away from you, it said, "The blood did open a door."
Where's the door?
Do I feel any weird door open on me?
I think she
then-
just. I think she just
Does-
wanted the door of communication
Oh.
and friendship. That's
There was a metaphor.
The door was a metaphor.
No, I wanted like a poop hatch or something.
No, it's definitely Scribbles' butt.
Yeah.
Friendship has a cool edge.
Yeah, the back door. Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
it's
that
at
was
this
opened up
moment,
by the-
all of you that are, is anybody on the top deck or on the forecastle
Yeah.
or the stern castle?
Yeah.
You would see
Oh,
another. You would see another giant asteroid with a mountain
Mhm.
with a face carved into it. That
Hmm.
looks very similar to the one you saw before, but it is plainly different, but just similar style would be, I guess, be the right word. It is constructed by the same peoples or the same entity, but it is different looking.
Full speed ahead to the
Does
mountain
it
face.
look nicer from this far off?
I mean, it doesn't. Neither one had an angry face to it. It was just comets that were angry that were coming towards the ship. You don't see
Alright.
anything like that as the ship slows down as you glance around this asteroid.
I'll sludge along and try and tell Talia, who was the last I saw helm the ship.
No, last would have been Scribbles. Everyone would have seen
I mean-
Scribbles
I
go into
mean-
the.
All right, yeah, I'll go find Scribbles.
Well,
Scribbles.
he's helming the ship currently.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Scribbles. We're coming up on a greater asteroid, like one of those moon face things. We need you to divert a bit off course.
Absolutely, I feel and see it. We're already heading towards the face mountain.
No, avoid it.
No, we have to go see it.
I'll like give him a gentle, non-damaging slap. Scribbles.
I'll turn hard to port so you stumble, and then we'll continue on to the mountain.
Don't make me rage. I don't like falling down.
No, mountain. And then I'll ask. I guess I can't. I said, what? I can't communicate, or can I communicate normally, or I just want to say what the crew doesn't want to check out this mountain face.
I mean, you can
I
talk.
think it would cause another.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can't
so
talk
I'll
like
ask-
ship wide or anything. It's just you and Fiola in the helm room there.
I'll ask him. Say, why don't we want to go check out the mountain face? What?
It would cause another fight that we are unprepared for.
It's clearly trying to communicate with us, but if you think it's best that we avoid it again, so be it.
Please don't make me make a persuasion check. My
Good
charisma's dog shit.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll I guess we'll steer away from the mountain, even though he wants to go see it. You're worse
good.
than my mother.
I owe you another round of gambling.
Well, fine.
You can have my last. You can have your last crony javelin.
A Bodhi Javelin, all right.
About 2 days, okay. Just keeping track of like how much damage that we've actually had done to us, how many resources we have, is that's something that we'll need
We're
to.
pretty much in the turn.
If it's been 2 days, Fial should be able to make another roll. for
Yeah,
his
it's been
fucking
another 8
curse.
hours, so go ahead and make another charisma. Right? It was charisma, yeah, DC 14.
If y'all like shed his skin and like reinforce the the shape of the ship?
It's
No.
made out of rock.
It's mostly mud and moss with like base layer of the
All right, what did you roll,
top.
homie? Is that my computer fucking up?
6.
All right. The curse does not go away, and at this point, this is your second failed save. Yep.
Yep.
Bits of you are starting to fall off.
You're like a leper. Now we can use that as masonry paste to fix the ship.
Scribbles, you say that again, you're going off the edge. And I'm taking you with me. So you
I
can't get
am
back up.
the edge.
I'm gonna leave.
All right. If
Yeah,
anybody
I'll
wanted to
jerk
use
off.
the last of the materials to do more repairs to the ship, you're more than welcome to. Or for those of you that are capable of doing so.
Chris, does pieces of me chipping off due to the curse affect me mechanically?
At this point, no, not yet.
Okay.
On another failed save, it will start to have effect.
Amazing.
Well, we're going to a library. We'll be there in a day, so if we can find something. Or someone who can help.
With the last of the with it being another day, with the last of the planks and boards, can I, with somebody else's help, shore up the last damages done to the ship?
Do you have good
The
wisdom?
last
My
damages?
wisdom.
No, you can do another bit of.
Do another.
The last damage we can. Yeah,
Okay.
I only have a +2 to my wisdom.
All right, then you help me. I'll do it.
I will assist you.
Not my best.
Did you give yourself guidance?
14.
14.
You are able to do 12 more points of repairs to the ship.
Right on.
You are now out of raw materials to do anything.
All right, that is definitely
You
going to be a
have
thing.
no
that we
more
have to-
nails. You have no more wood. And I'm going to say that even most of the equipment on board, the saw blades are even a little dull from you having to cut planks and shore things up the right way.
Do we want to start a party treasury in the back of the ship so that we can start using it
Good
for?
idea. Who we trust to be purser?
Sure. I will donate 25 platinum to that cause.
Volunteering Hillary because she's a better note taker than I.
I actually been taking absolute shit notes for this entire campaign, so I would
Step it
trust
up,
that.
girl. Step it up. Come on, man. I dyed my hair blonde because
Yeah,
y'all got
right,
100
and that-
views, and we're about to hit 1,000 views.
What
This
note
is
am I supposed to be
ridiculous.
taking? I've got my pen ready. Go ahead, say it again.
Kaz and Fjall putting forward 50 total.
I'll do it too. 75.
Platinum?
Platinum.
Platinum
Yeah.
for ship gold.
Ship
Yeah.
maintenance.
Okay, so it was how much platinum total?
75.
75 platinum.
I'll also put 25 in, so that puts it at
So
100.
100 platinum pieces towards ship gold or towards ship funds.
Yep.
How the fuck did I end up with 71 platinum? I'm actually shocked about it. I don't even remember. this.
When we got that 5,000 from the captain,
Nice.
the
And maybe-
5,000 gold.
They paid us in platinum.
That should get us a long way, especially with rations and whatnot.
Yeah, repair materials shouldn't be expensive, and rations and bolts will need
Crossbow bolts, rations, repairs.
grog.
We could always loot what we need.
True, we haven't done any
Planned
jobs
out.
yet, and we don't have anything. We don't have any extra jobs lined up, so we could definitely do some hunting for work.
Yeah, pick up some side work where we can find it.
Maybe like 3 extra crew members.
Can they please be kobolds? They're funny.
That's not a bad idea. They probably eat less.
Where are they going to sleep? In your quarters? You all want kobolds sleeping in your beds?
They can take
Mm.
mine.
We can get
I-
There's only 7
sleep-
beds, and there's 8 of
3
you, right?
kobolds and a
Or is
blanket.
there only 6 beds and 7 of you? Or fuck, I can't even keep
They can
track.
be.
of it.
They can be under the ship.
Yeah, the 3 of them can fit in a blanket. So
Give them
That's
a
about it.
bedroll. You know,
That's
kobolds.
tactics for sleep.
You know, kobolds live in shit, so it doesn't matter.
I also am entirely on board with converting one of our holds into a brig, but that'll have to be something that when we land. I think that's a great idea.
I mean,
Yes,
what would
I-
we do to convert it? Just put a lock on the door?
No, like
A
steel
lot
bars
more
from roof to
on-
top.
I just want a crow's nest.
Ooh, we do need a crow's nest.
How much does the crow's nest cost in game?
I mean, we gotta fit a mast. We don't have any masts.
There's no space
No,
for a nest.
we should enchant the ballista.
I want a crow's nest. I want to put a sleeping bag up at the top of the crow's nest, and that's where I will be at all times while we're on the ship.
Well, you can use your own money for that.
This is
Well, we may
amazing.
need to get rid of a ballista to do that, and that's okay. That's not a bad idea.
Or move it, to the front.
It just means the ballista can't shoot in that specific. Like, if something was immediately in front of us,
Yeah, if we move it to the front, like
But
we could.
because it goes
double
along
up.
the way.
that's true. So honestly, yeah, that middle ballista is doing no favors to us.
Yeah,
Helpful for side. It's like broadsides, right? Like you can only shoot one side or the other.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like if something gets on deck, that ballista will be able to hit it.
Yeah.
If we're
Yeet it
boarded.
out in the middle.
No, that's what we're for. We are on deck.
Yeah, but if it's like something with a lot of HP, we need something with a lot of firepower.
Yeah, me and
Alright,
you.
so-
We
I think
got-
we should invest in them.
Crew wise, right now, we're gonna invest in repairs first and foremost. I think is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Basic supplies, repairs, and then we can start getting, figuring out if there's any shipbuilders who can give us maybe upgrades and stuff.
Nobody owns a bag of holding, right?
no,
Then
No.
we should get that, and maybe we can take that middle ballista and put it in a bag of holding, and like just set
It's
it
not
up
going to work.
every time we
It
go
doesn't necessarily work that way, Brady. I don't think a
Doug,
bag
we
of
could,
holding
we
is
could
big
build a
enough to.
ballista inside the bag of holding, and then we could have like insta deploy ballista. We just open up the bag and bam.
we could trim it down and make it into a heavy crossbow, I guess.
I think a ballista might take up too much room to actually fit in a bag of holding.
Yeah, I think
You have
it's got to be like
larger
10 by
size,
10,
you make
right, or
it small.
something.
There's actually a space that
We could sell it to some military and get some more coin.
It's good to have spare parts.
Because every settlement needs armaments.
Well, if that's it, then I say we just at least press on. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have the ballista for now, but we just press on for now until we find a place that even would have shipbuilding capability to build a crow's nest for us.
See this
Uh,
one that we're going to, if they have anything.
Wary of tomorrow, I'm gonna take like 5 minutes and load each of our 3 ballista.
They're already loaded.
Yeah, they're already loaded.
All right.
You can poison them if you want to.
I don't have any of those. That's not specialty.
All right. Scribbles, as you're flying and listening to this,
Mm-hmm.
the ship falls out of spell jamming speed again. And again, you see another giant asteroid with a giant mountain on it, with yet a different face carved into it. similar style as the two you've seen before. And they all and what you're noticing now is that they're all moving in the same direction, opposite of you.
Opposite of what?
Opposite of you. As you're floating, or as you're flying out towards the Lager Florin Florin system, they are, as you're crossing paths and you slow down, they're moving as if it were like the opposing lane of traffic away from you. You know what I mean? Or opposite.
Sure, I understand what you're saying. Can I ascertain their purpose or trajectory?
Make a survival check for me, please.
Okay, I can do that. Or like even an arcana check for have I heard of these people or anything? Survival is a 4, so I don't survive anything.
I'm gonna say you've slowed down because both of you are in each other's bubbles there.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm not gonna let a roll just totally railroad this game into a stupid direction. Looking at the star chart while you're sitting in the helm there, if they're going on a straight path, they're going back to the exact moon where you all crash landed and met Tattersail.
That's very interesting.
That very
okay.
first island where you crash landed after being,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like, where this whole thing really
Right.
started.
Okay, now from the two prior ones that he has seen, can Scribbles tell if they're going at the same speed or they're the same size? Do they look like...
You can definitely tell they're the same size, moving at the same speed relative to being caught up with other ships or objects.
Right.
As they move through
So I want to try to find closer.
as they move through the astral sea. But you can clearly tell they're all three different places. They're not the same.
Okay, I want to try to steer the ship a little closer to this thing to get a better look.
And as you do, you can clearly tell that the work is dwarven.
Okay. Can I, again, now that I'm a little bit closer, can I try to figure out what it means or what it symbolizes or its purpose? That's 3 giant rock mountain with faces on it
They
flying
look
towards
like
the place where we
either
blew up.
temples or they look like temples.
Okay. From the current distance we're at, can I tell if there's any life on these temples?
You can definitely see greenery and trees, and yeah, it does look to be alive. It doesn't look to be a dead rock.
Scribbles is going to try to replenish our oxygen off of this thing.
You want to land on it?
You got to
No, I'm
get
just gonna do the
close
scoop.
enough. Which
Yep,
I'm going to say
that's
that
the
anybody
intent.
that's on the upper decks would definitely notice that the ship has come out of spell jamming speed, and you're definitely approaching a large mountain with a big face on it. For anybody that's on the top deck, if you're not on the top decks, disregard that statement.
I'm gonna yell out to Scribbles from where I'm at. Be like, yo, what are we doing?
If I can hear him, well, I can hear him, but yeah, I'll just kind of tip the ship a little bit and then steer straight towards it so we can kind of maybe get the idea that we're going
I
towards
think I'm directly above you.
well, I'm in the room with you're on the top deck and I'm now piloting the room in the pilot's room. I don't know if I moved my character there. But if I could hear you, I'll tell you, I'm trying to go to check this place out and renew our oxygen.
Oh, okay.
I guess not technically I'm in here, but yes, not making a secret. I'll just say, it looks like there's life down there. Possibly these are made for temples, and I'm just going to replace our oxygen level. It's been 3 days.
Hang out there, Glenn? Is that where you sleep?
All right, would anybody else
You
like to
sleep in there?
chime in?
Yeah, it's my bed.
Keep an eye out for any dangers. Knock.
Always.
That was the only one, Chris. So yeah, we're heading towards this thing.
Half naked scribble standing over you. You're trying
So
to get some
is-
sleep. His coin purse is dangling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
right.
And it's very shiny. There's no hair.
He's wearing like a banana hammock, and it's just like it's peeking out, bro. God.
Oh,
It's probably not peeking out. It's probably just like full dangle.
yeah. No, I didn't know that was Glum's bedroom. I thought that was the pilot's room. I'm back over here. I'm not being invasive in any sort.
I
But
mean, it is the pilot's room. There's a bed there, and I picked it.
all right, well then that's your doing. He's just sitting there in the pilot's chair in his underwear. Then that's your own fault.
He's 2 sizes too small.
Yeah, that's your fault. Whatever.
I thought the pilot's room is in the front of the ship. Okay.
Yeah.
He's wearing the
But yeah.
barrette, like
Oh,
the deep.
The deep.
All right.
But he doesn't have to do anything creepy. Being the ship's navigator is creepy, dude. I hear
As
you all
the-
snoring, all farting.
Yeah, you can hear
Your beds
everything.
are vibrating.
What's really
Um,
creepy is you
feel
hear nothing
everything.
from Fiol.
And
Yeah.
as you get closer and closer to this asteroid,
Mhm.
eventually you do pop through the oxygen bubble there. You can feel
Mhm.
the air replenished.
Imagine that feels refreshful and nice.
And
The ship
you can see
navigator.
that there's a clear place to land about 250 yards from the. You can see as you get closer, there's one real place to bring the ship in and land in front of this giant sculpted face. It is not moving. You can definitely tell it's just a structure, but it is a giant face, a dwarven face carved into the side of this very high peaked mountain on this
So I'll ask,
asteroid.
should we land?
You can see that there is trees and vegetation on this asteroid.
We can land
Y'all,
and get some
Talia,
timber.
Y'all, Talia, do you guys have any way of scrounging up food if we land here? Like, I don't know if you have some sort of communion with nature that you may be able to help us with, but
I can wild shape and hunt, as in, with superior senses, that kind of thing.
I
We
don't
can
make
cut-
much of a presence, so I can
we can-
forage for things.
Cut timber
go.
to fix the hull, or get a nice tall straight tree that we can make a crow's nest out of. Right? We
I don't
could
know.
tech,
We have the ability to make a crow's nest, or that'd be like an upgrade that we'd have to go somewhere else to do.
Well, we're completely out of nails and stuff anyway. I don't think we could build one right now. Even if we found like a tree or whatever, we don't have the stuff to secure it to the boat.
we could take
could
some raw
lash
lumber.
timber to the bottom of the ship and then just like carry on with it to like maybe like help out later on. But yeah,
I'd rather use my communion with earthly powers to ascertain what this asteroid is doing exactly, and maybe send an early warning sign if necessary to Tattersails.
I guess Scribbles will take that as a yes, and he'll land the boat on the clear path, as no one
Yeah,
answered
and
him and
as
just
this
started
thing-
talking about things.
And as this little bird, like I said, it was called it was given you with the
Sparrow.
name the Sparrow, comes in. You can all of you can feel something working, and there's landing gear, like little bird feet, as this thing settles down on the ground easily, comfortably. And as it does so, the back of the lower deck opens up, almost like it's
So it's
pooping.
gonna feel like I'm taking a crap when they
Yep,
leave
it's
through the
almost
back
like it's
open deck.
pooping.
Like, what the heck, dude? That's crazy. That's twisted shit.
To give you all and the way it lands, it comes down and the back end sort of leans towards the ground. And as these doors open, it gives you all easy access to just walk out of the back of the ship. That's right. It pooped you. It's pooping you out.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel lighter as you guys leave. It's great.
I'll sludgedly make my way off the ship and back
The
into
ground
some
is
semblance of
the ground is
material.
moist. Everybody loves that word. I know. It seems lush as in this little clearing that you've landed in.
Is there air?
There is air. You can breathe.
Is
There's
there air?
trees,
Oh, no.
vegetation. You can hear signs of life. You can hear birds and bugs and other life going on around you on this asteroid. Ahead of you
Now that I am
is
in
a
communion,
large mountain with a large dwarven face on it. And I think that's where we are going to leave off today.
Nice. Very mysterious.
Hmm.
It gave you guys
thank
some
you everyone
thrills,
for
some
coming on board.
chills, and
Like,
some.
subscribe and comment in chat.
Yeah, let us know what you liked. Best moments.
Let us know what you didn't like.
And if you find our ship creepy that we have to poop out our crew members, let us know.
And if you want to continue getting more of our content, please like and subscribe to this video, all of our other ones before this, and the channel at large. We really appreciate it.
That's right, and leave a comment because it totally helps with the algorithm. Yeah.
Algorithm.
Icons for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is no longer called Twitter. It's now called X, which I will never call it that. That's silly.
Yeah. And Twitch. Don't forget those of you out there on Twitch.
That's
Or
right.
follow us on Discord.
Yes,
Love
all
you.
links will
Enjoy
be
it.
in the
Good time, though.
comments or in the description.